What is up, everybody? And welcome back to your favorite Wednesday night, regularly scheduled Hostilities podcast with your host, Chuck Winchester, with your host wearing the amazing, the awesome, my favorite shirt of the evening, the Halloween shirt. And then our other co-host.
Why do you say it in that tone?
Still running his mouth.
Because I'm wearing a fucking red. I thought you were talking about how great my shirt looks. It's just red.
Wearing the blood red t-shirt. The reigning, the defending RSH heavyweight champion of the world.
I wonder how they're going to react when I wear this around my neck the whole time I get interviewed.
You should.
Make sure you clean
I mean, if you don't have that on your shoulder the entire time, what the fuck are you even doing? You got to represent that shit on Saturday.
At least clean it.
It is clean.
At least clean it.
You son of a bitch. It's clean.
I mean, is that like when Paige held the women's title?
No.
Oh, really?
And yeah, they fucked up her trios record. AW, do better. She's been in at least 2 threesomes that I've seen on Pornhub.
Oh, for God's sake.
To be fair, I never watched them. Because the only threesomes that I watch, they aren't the devil's threesomes, if you know what I'm saying.
For God's sake.
And unfortunately,
Anal?
that one. Well, Jesus. All right. So, real quick.
Hey, you said the devil.
Before we get
that makes
going,
me think of anal.
I hope all of our listeners immediately left. I hope all of
paid attention.
We scared them off already.
I hope all of our Florida listeners, all of our Florida previous guests, hope you're all doing really well down there, hanging out with Hurricane Ian. It's a monster. Still Category 4 last I saw. Hope you're all doing well. Take care. Stay safe.
Yep.
Now, back to the hostilities.
Oh, man. 940 days.
Jesus Christ.
It just gotta end. I gotta end.
I know you do have to end it. You have the briefcase.
If I keep it through Extreme Rules, I think I'll reach 1,000.
Well, you're going to keep it through Extreme Rules. There's no events until Extreme Rules.
No, I'm talking about like after Extreme Rules. If I retain,
Oh, I see what you're saying. I got you.
Saudi's like-
after Extreme Rules.
yeah, like-
I got you.
that'll give me what? It'll be very close to 1,000.
Yeah, I mean,
And we don't do it in Saudi, so I would hit 1,000. So
Yeah,
Extreme
'cause-
Rules is your last chance to end my 1,000.
You hear that, Yvonne?
We got
You got the briefcase.
I'm going
You have the one up.
Yep.
We're on YouTube. I don't know why I still have this banner on here, but we are.
I mean, yeah, we are.
we are.
Chuck knows who Billie Eilish is. He's just being a dick.
I couldn't name. If I was
don't-
on this show right now and if $10,000 if you name one Billie Eilish song, I still could not do it to this day.
you're missing
I don't know any of her songs, man. I don't know any of them.
out. You probably do.
Is she the one? I probably do, but I can't name any of them right now. Like I don't know her
You
that.
just conveniently forget them between 6 and 8 o'clock every Wednesday night.
What's one of her songs?
That's one of. You want me to just pick one?
Just one. Like her popular. What's her popular song?
Probably Bad Guy.
Bury your friend. There's
No, it's Bad Guy.
How's that?
Yeah.
go?
I'm
I'm a
saying
bad guy. It's in
Duh.
that fucking movie. You ever seen that movie?
Well, bury your friends.
Brightburn.
Bright Bong.
Brightburn.
Oh, Bright. Oh yeah. I don't.
The fucking music, the song that plays throughout the movie.
Is.
I'm a bad guy. That's
I
her.
don't remember. All
Oh,
right,
Jesus.
it's been a while.
I'm just saying Billy.
I was drunk when I
I
watched.
Strange
hope,
addiction,
I
that's
hope,
why.
dude. I hope during that stupid Halloween movie coming out
That was gonna be awesome.
that at some point
So
They're
rude.
like,
Don't
"You gonna
call
play
it
Billie
they're
Eilish?"
gonna play when Jamie Curtis comes out
Jamie Lee
and there's
Curtis.
fire behind her. And All Good Girls Go to Hell's gonna play
That's
by
a good
Billie
song,
Eilish,
too.
and you're gonna be like, I don't know what the fuck this is, but it's great. And then you're gonna come on here and tell me how great it is, and be like, that's Billie Eilish.
Well, I don't think John Carpenter is gonna.
Who
is
the
gonna-
fuck is John Carpenter?
He does the music for the movies.
He does.
Well, they need to hire Jim Johnson from WWE and put Billie Eilish on there, or just hire her brother.
That's
She
a
does all
terrible
her
idea.
music. Her like younger brother does all her shit.
That's awesome.
But anyway, that's not about her.
I'll forget Bad Guy by next week.
Don't call Halloween stupid.
Yeah, exactly. Don't call Halloween stupid.
Stupid.
This guy.
You don't know who Billie Eilish
Such a
is.
hater.
I call things stupid.
Fair enough. That's a fair trade-off, I think.
I gotta be better, dude. We're all shared. Okay, well, we had Jason Dugan coming on, but
Hurricanes happen.
yeah. So this episode is called the Wing It episode because I wanted to, and my shit's froze my head on my face. So
Your computer's
That's
frozen.
pretty funny.
yeah, it froze like mine did.
Sorry, that was funny.
Anyway,
It
so we're
happens.
gonna wing it. We had a guest. Shit happens,
Yep.
and here we are.
We watched
We're good
Raw.
at winging shit.
We watched SmackDown. We got Extreme Rules coming up. We have plenty of talk.
We're gonna be like that time WWE got stuck in Saudi and they winged it, and it was amazing. It was one of the best Smackdowns they've had in a long time.
Unfortunately, Vince didn't capitalize on that.
Yeah. He's like, oh my god, they loved it. Change it back.
Yeah, we can't keep doing this shit.
The fans are too fucking happy.
We can't have them cheer every night. That's fucking ridiculous.
Exactly.
Stephanie, get my hooker.
They expect too much if we do it every week. You gotta keep them low every time. So when something good happens, they get real high.
All right. Speaking
Fucking
of
Vince.
getting high, RSH is always sponsored by Tony
my
Khan.
God.
Is a huge pile of cocaine.
Yeah.
I guess we'll start with him being an idiot again.
Yep.
Well, there's his stupid face.
There's your comment of the week.
Every week, he's an idiot. I love it.
Every week, he's
Look,
an idiot.
and then the
Stupid
then
idiot. There we go.
There's the Street Fighter champions.
It looks like CGI, but it's not. That's a real entrance. Like they did that, and I watched it live. I'm like, what the fuck? Why are we street fighting? I don't understand. Like I like video games much as the next guy. I
And
remember the
then
'90s. but what the fuck?
Congratulations to John Cena for getting put in the Guinness Book of World
That's
Records
awesome.
That's pretty
officially.
That's huge. I'll give him
And
that.
Cesaro is on probably in there as well for giving one to the dumbest fucking wrestling owner in history.
Exactly.
So
With that picture.
Cesaro is the first person to ever give an AEW superstar a Make-A-Wish through the WWE. Just so you guys
And it's
know.
going to be his last after that picture.
To be fair, John Cena is pretty cool for doing that.
That
Like,
is
he
good.
made the Guinness. That's fucking legit.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
huge.
That's cool.
I'll give him that. Congratulations.
He's
John
doing
Cena.
Super Bowl commercials
I'm
now
getting
too.
rid of that one. I'm gonna put over that.
It's a voiceover, but it's
And
pretty
then
cool.
make sure to buy AEW's video game Backstage Assault coming
Oh,
for the
that's huge.
PlayStation 1.
Street Fighter versus CM Punk.
Look at Omega. Look,
Look at Punk, how disgusted he always
Like,
looks.
this is coming for the PlayStation 1. And, this is Billie Eilish.
I just hope the graphics are better than the TNA game back in the day.
That's very good. Whoever did that is very,
very good.
very well done.
Look how
Backstage
disgusted
is-
everybody looks.
Twitter is an amazing
to
place.
find that stuff.
I find the most crazy pictures. Like
You
that
say
on there.
amazing. Kevin Owens
That's where
says,
this one came from.
says dumpster fire, but whatever.
Tony Khan. Look, you know what?
So-
I didn't have anything planned to talk shit about him. I'm just going to type in his name.
There you go. I was going to ask, 'cause you said she's shitty. Like, what happened this week? I'm sure something happened.
I'm sure.
Okay. Here we go.
Oh yeah. I
So
know.
Malachi Black
Oh, here we go.
went on his Twitch and like Tony Khan went on Busted Open and was like, well, I hope they do go somewhere else because they can't. I got it for 5 years.
Dude,
So
fucking
Malachi on
contracts.
his Twitch was like, my contract isn't 5 years. And anybody who's telling you that's an idiot, and they're like, Tony Khan said it. And he's like, well, there you go. So
Truth comes out.
he didn't word it
I
like
love
exactly
it.
like there
Sure.
you go, but he was
Sure.
just kind of like, well,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
if you don't hear,
that's what I
he
said,
was
bro.
like, if you don't hear it from me, don't believe it.
That's
So
what I
it's like-
said.
So Tony Khan's a jackass.
He's an idiot.
And I'm sorry, guys. Like, let's seriously though. Like, all kidding aside, contracts don't own you. You can pay out of contracts. You can just not listen to the contracts. Yeah, you might have to pay some money, but if you want to do better for yourself, a contract is literally a piece of paper.
Mhm.
So just because Tony Khan thinks I own him because of this contract, you don't. You don't think WWE can afford to buy out that contract? Every contract has a buyout deal. Everyone has a buyout deal. So if Tony thinks he owns these guys via contract, again, like you already mentioned, he's a fucking idiot.
Exactly. Well, we
So,
know he's an idiot.
Like,
Stupid
He's
idiot.
not respected by his talent.
I
shows-
Maybe that's just
that
me.
I don't blame
no,
him.
I agree. I agree
Um,
with you. He's not.
Shows how he does his job.
All right, so AEW will not be granting releases going forward. Now,
Well-
you fickle wrestling fans that yell at WWE, Ali wants to leave. Vince is like, fuck you, you're staying. AEW is like, dude, I don't want to be here. No, if WWE does it, it's like, oh my God, Vince, you piece of shit.
All the fans are like, he's not doing anything.
But now
let
it's
him go."
like all these people want to leave allegedly because Triple H is back in charge. Tony Khan's like, no, I'm extending your deal 5 more years.
I mean,
like-
it's not only
But
because
it's okay. But it's okay.
it's not only because that he's back in charge, but it's because
He's getting mad that all his people are going. It's
'Cause-
like the girl. It's like you get a girlfriend, okay,
Oh, for
and like
God's
she's
sake.
all, like, there's that certain person that like you're around. Like, say it's one of your friends, and like
Sure.
every time that person's around,
She's got a
she's
boyfriend.
kind of looking at him,
Yeah.
even though it's your girl, and you're like, I don't think I'm gonna invite this dude to hang out with us
Sure.
because all her attention goes to him. That's kind of what he's feeling like. It's like they work for me, they're mine, but now they're looking at WWE like it's like that meme where the guy's looking over
Right.
his shoulder and the girl's like, you know what I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah.
It's like Tony Khan's the guy holding the girl, or he's the girl holding the guy's hand. That's all mad. And Triple H is the guy like, yeah.
in 2019 that was the opposite. And that's what's fucking funny
Yeah,
about it.
it's
In
what-
2019 it was the
It
opposite.
flips so
And then with Vince being
fast.
gone, Triple H being that damn good, as he said since 2002, he told us for 20 years he's that damn good.
He is.
And then Tony not being able to live up to his fucking potential because he's a fucking cokehead dumb fuck who's like probably 14 years old at heart because he's been a rich kid his entire life and doesn't understand the business. And you can all fucking come at me with that. Tony Khan does not understand the business.
He doesn't.
He doesn't.
He don't.
He's a fan. Tony Khan is a fan. Sure, we're all fans.
He's
we
a
can
fan with a lot of money.
we can all bullshit about wrestling all day long if we want to.
Yep.
But he's a lot of money from his daddy, which is unlike Vince McMahon. We can all talk shit about Vince. I love doing that. But the fact is, Vince built WWF as it is today. Sure, he bought it from his dad, but he bought it from his dad and then turned it into what it is today.
Vince has turned everything he's done.
Exactly. I mean, he's good at the business.
Look, it says live, and the only thing you see is the big pile of cocaine picture. Look,
that's awesome.
look, that's it. That's all you see.
That's awesome.
I'm going to use that as a header one day.
And like when I listened to for a while there, I listened to Jericho. I still do actually. But I listened to Jericho's podcast with a lot of these wrestlers, and they all said the exact same thing. I kind of noticed after a while. Oh, Tony Khan's a fan. He loves the business. We use bullshit about wrestling. Okay, that I believe, but a fan can't run a wrestling business.
Man runs a business.
Like you see, you can't have the inmates running the asylum. You can't do that. And Tony Khan is a pussy bitch, and he's a rich kid, a spoiled brat, doesn't get it, can't handle people yelling at him because he's a twerp. And that's why we're and I want AEW to be the opposite of what it is. I want it to be successful. Unfortunately, it's not.
He can't do it.
Triple H is better at it.
This is great. The con segment, you did more conning him than I did.
Well, I'm fucking
That's
tired
amazing.
of him. Like
I'm sick of him too.
AEW should be good. It should be awesome.
Yeah.
The talent is there. It's
They
all
got
there.
6 interim champions, damn
Yeah,
it.
that's all.
What the fuck is
And
that?
John Moxley's
I don't know what
won the
that
world.
means.
John Moxley's won the world title like 5
He
times this
did.
month.
But he's still an interim. I don't understand.
I know.
No,
right?
he's
Is he
real.
real? Okay.
Yeah, because CM Punk has not been mentioned since he's gone.
I can't
Reports
keep up.
are-
I can't keep up.
According
That's
to our
sad.
friends over at WrestleBuddy, he's done. They're going to buy him out, and
Sure.
he's going to be done with wrestling.
So what I just said, have you can buy out a contract?
Yeah,
Triple
there
H
you
can do the
go.
exact same
There you
thing.
go, Tony
Yeah.
Khan.
See how it
There you
works?
As you're sitting there, like
Yeah,
at the press conference.
He's confused.
that was so fucking funny.
That's his natural face.
Fucking
It's his natural face.
idiot.
Yeah. That's a business.
Yeah, so that's Con to Con brought to you by Chuck Winchester. This week.
Well, I'm just tired of it being
How-
stupid.
I'm
dude.
just glad you got people are starting to see things.
Well, it's embarrassing because I
It
still want AW. I still want it to be successful. The talent is there
They
outside the Young Bucks. And it's funny, though, talking about that too at the same time, since they've all been gone, Punk, Omega, and the Young Bucks, everybody who I know, hell of a lot better.
Yeah.
Hell of a lot better.
They're hitting over 1 million. All right, Bay, we'll see your ass next week. He's got issues with you over Halloween.
Oh boy.
Oh, yeah.
You want to explain to me what time we at? Look, I told him what time to look, and he's like, I'll check it out this weekend. He messaged me like 5 minutes later, like I couldn't wait. He went and watched it at 13:30. That we're live. If CM Punk's such a draw, why are they drawing more people when he's not even there? Remedy me that. And it is the worst return in the history of professional wrestling with the biggest disappointment of an ending. It would have been better off if Punk didn't even come back than just to do what he did.
Yeah.
What did he do? He came back. He buried a bunch of young talent just to get some ring rust off.
He had a good feud with MJF. That was a good
MJF,
feud.
he got carried. What is the theme with CM Punk? He gets carried by better talent and feuds.
I disagree with that.
MJF was the best part of the fucking feud.
I thought they were both really good.
I think he sucks. He got carried by John Cena.
Also,
that's
John
what it's
Cena.
about.
See, now you're pushing buttons.
No. He was a
That's what
tatted
it was
up
about.
freak left in the new age ECW until John Cena was like, I like that guy. And then
Punk was good.
he worked
Punk
with
was
John
good.
Cena. A
But-
lot of them are good.
He's great.
But Cena was like,
Punk's
I
the
want
best in the
him.
world. Punk's
The
the
only
best in the
one
world.
Cena was wrong about was Velveteen Dream because now he's.
Oh God.
No,
Don't,
when you rape bitches, that's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
That's okay. I know we mentioned
And then when you
Black
put cameras in bathrooms,
Yeah,
that's also
that's
frowned
not what you
upon.
want.
Creek. For God's
But-
sakes.
But Bebe, we'll see you. Bebe will be on next week.
Yep.
For Extreme Rules predictions because Extreme Rules is next Saturday, and we're gonna like jump into fucking Raw.
And he's
Because
gonna-
it is a stat card,
It
It
is.
is.
dude. Extreme Rules last year. I'm gonna look the
It
card.
was a
up.
joke.
No
But
stipulations.
I think
no
we had
nothing.
one stipulated match
Okay.
Yeah, it was the main event, and nothing happened in it.
because I remember hashtag What is so extreme was trending after the
That's
show because
sad.
nothing happened.
That's
Yeah.
Brett's sad.
It was like and that was like, and it's kind of funny when we talk about it now because it was like everything was so like in the last like we can blame COVID all we want, but 2020, 2021
Oh, dude, that's over.
was right,
It was
Yeah.
already over for this.
and it was so abysmal in 2021. Like everything was just like fucking We were just so like
Oh, dude.
a pressure on our chest.
You ready?
And then when Vince was gone, it was like, oh my
Oh,
God,
Lord.
it's so different now.
All right. So you have Liv Morgan and Carmella,
Oh,
the New
Lord.
Day versus Lashley, AJ, and Omos.
I remember that.
News
I do
shows
too.
and the Profits.
What's this
Charlotte and
Jo-
Alexa.
Josh is so excited.
Damian Priest versus Sheamus versus Jeff Hardy.
Oh, goodness.
Noise.
Becky Lynch versus Bianca. Sasha returned and attacked both of them. Then this is the one where Roman beat the Fiend because the rope mysteriously broke.
Oh,
I
it
remember
broke
that.
and he
and,
fell.
and they
Yeah.
never fucking went back and
Nope.
ever addressed that.
It was-
by
No,
the
they
way.
it was
didn't.
Balor,
No,
right?
they didn't.
Yeah.
And he-
Demon
yeah,
Balor.
Yep.
the belt.
That was the
broke,
first main
yeah.
roster loss of Balor.
And they never
In the
talked
ring,
about it.
rope was broken.
And they never even said it.
So let's get into this card.
How
Wow.
bad
get
was
into
that?
Raw.
man?
That was terrible. The
So
rope breaks.
Yeah, and they never addressed it.
Extreme
No, they
Rules.
didn't.
So dumb. That's so
Oh,
Vince.
shit.
Ugh.
Edge versus Finn Balor in an I Quit match.
Return it.
That's
yeah.
new shit.
That's
That's
new.
going to be a good
It's
ass
gonna be a
match.
good one.
Fuck yeah, dude.
I don't know who to pick yet.
I
His
don't
promo,
either.
Edge's
That's
promo
tough.
was legit.
I feel like this is a Balor needs put over moment.
But this is a tough one. I don't know either.
But also, it's like if Edge loses, does it matter what he does in the future?
Right.
I feel like it could go either way.
I think it's so too.
I mean, that's a tough
Hey,
one.
look,
This
and
one's
we'll
tough.
talk we'll talk the White Rabbit and like what role, if any, does that play in this pay per view?
I don't
You
think
can see him attack and help Edge because he's a baby face and he's helping Edge against the Judgment Day, or you could see him.
help the judgment.
I think this match he might interfere in and go after Drew first. But I
There you
think
go.
bringing him, I don't think we're getting the Fiend back. I think we're getting this weird ass rabbit. I think I sent it to you guys in the group chat.
like a hybrid.
There's like this
Mhm. A
rabbit
whole
with like
different
blood and
character.
shit. It's like I think that's what the White
Maybe he's
Rabbit
creating
means.
a
It's
new
just
character.
another
Yeah.
version of the Fiend.
Probably a worse one.
So do we think he's going to go after McIntyre or Karrion
Well,
Cross? Because
dude,
Cross is also
go-
kind of a.
I do want to point out the lantern is shown in the Riddle Seth match.
And and Rollins and Bray have history.
They
And
do. Yep.
if he wants to come and make an impact and change somebody,
Take out
Riddle.
Riddle.
He's
Yep.
still on the
Then
Randy
Riddle
Orton
comes
curtain.
out. Riddle's already had a little bit of an edge lately.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
He
has.
comes out, feuds with him, changes him. Riddle is a fucking badass. Orton comes back. Riddle's like, "Fuck you, bro."
Yeah.
Wait, shit's changed, and
Yeah.
you got. I think Riddle versus Orton's our main.
It's gonna
And they
happen
actually
anyway.
they mentioned that on Raw. I forget who it was who mentioned how Riddle has been. I think it was the announcer.
Yeah.
How Riddle
Mhm.
has been just being somebody else
Graves.
for the
Yeah,
last.
Corey Graves.
Yeah.
He's all by himself now. Randy. He's like, apparently Randy ain't coming
Like,
back.
he's still trying to be like Randy Orton, but he's not Randy Orton. And it's like,
Exactly.
no, it was Priest. It was Priest who said that. Priest was like,
Dude,
you're,
He said you're not the
You've been-
Viper.
you've been exactly, you've been somebody else's past year.
I love. Thank you,
So,
Damien Priest. You're not the Viper.
That's a good point. You know,
Riddle,
like
you're not.
maybe Bray Wyatt will interfere in that match.
Help. Yeah, Riddle. I could see it.
I think Triple H has to just fucking plant shit just to make everybody fucking
dude, it's
talk.
great.
Especially you.
It works.
I mean, it works.
SmackDown got a
Josh is gonna
rating
have a heart attack if the
years.
Fiend don't show up.
All right, and I love how at 9:23 there was a commercial.
Yeah.
Like that's just Triple H. Like I got
Fucking
you.
with you.
He's screwing with us now.
Remember,
So-
like one of the things, if you deciphered everything how it was, it went back to Wyndham, England, or some shit.
Yeah.
It's
This
like-
week it goes to Wyndham, Kentucky,
nice, There you
which
go.
is where Raw is at 2 Mondays from now or
Gotcha.
something. So
They're just fucking with you.
when he comes, I promise you this: he's not going to come back on a random. When we talked to Raj last week, it's like, why'd you show up on a random episode of SmackDown? Like,
Right.
come for a fucking pay per
It's
view.
got to be a pay per view.
And then the Raw after,
Mhm.
you advertise like Bray's here
Yep.
because you're going up against Monday Night Football, which is fucking dude, like
You don't want to do
36 million people.
Yeah, I mean,
Like if you're going to try to pump your rating, put Bray on Monday night, and you have to anyway for the fallout. But
Yep.
it should be fun. But I do want to point out the lantern is more visible in any
What?
picture
it's
for
here.
this one.
We'll
But
have to pay attention closely to this match. For sure.
do
well,
think
I mean, do you
colors-
think he's going to attack? Look at the left side of this picture.
Is it there? Go back to the other one. Oh, it's different. That's different.
It
That's,
is.
that's
Look.
different.
Look at this picture.
For you guys that
The lantern is in the Cross McIntyre.
It
picture.
is.
So for you audio listeners who don't know what the fuck we're looking at, there's a lantern in some, but not all.
Go to www.com or watch this like on video. But if you go to www.com, go to Extreme Rules, go to where it shows the photo of the two competitors. And if you look all the way on the left side of the Drew McIntyre Karrion Cross one, there's a lantern and fireflies. Same with the Riddle Seth one.
Yep.
So they're leaving other little
Hence,
hints.
he could get involved in one of those matches. One of them too.
I really hope that Like when Bray does come back, he just attacks like a fucking woman.
No, I just had an idea. So, like, what if he came back and attacks Logan Paul before the match?
I love that.
And then Roman
That'd
just
be
walks
great.
out and like
No.
looks down at him
Nope.
and like
Nope.
pins him.
Nope. I would talk shit all day.
Attack him.
That'd be
If
terrible.
he beats up Logan Paul,
No, that's still stupid because this whole thing's pointless. Nope.
what if he attacks Logan
Nope.
Paul,
Nope.
takes him out of the match, then beats Roman for the belt?
That'd be okay.
Okay.
That would be okay.
So
Logan Paul getting beat. Okay.
Oh, so I
Beat
had
up.
a look.
There you go.
I had a theory, pun intended, about the Money in the Bank cash
Okay.
in.
I like that.
Oh,
Pun intended.
So
You got a theory.
I thought of another way to get the belt off Roman without him. Just one belt off of Roman.
Okay.
So since there's been Money in the Bank, there's never been a cash in when the champion had two belts. It's always
Right.
been one belt.
Right.
Say Theory cashes in, beats Roman, takes both belts. Roman's fucking coming to Monday Night Raw. He's fucking had it. Pulls it. Heyman, of course.
Yep.
Well,
Right.
Pierce,
The contract.
that
One belt.
Money in the Bank contract is for
Right.
one championship belt, not two.
Right.
Theory takes the Raw belt. Reigns keeps the SmackDown belt.
We've talked about that before.
The Raw belt
I think
is
that's the way
exclusive.
to go. I think that's the way
Yeah.
to go.
Yep. I think so.
I
And
Splitting
then
them up.
you have Roman's like next big opponent take him, like be the reason he loses.
Yep.
Yep.
And they're talking about Brock versus Lashley in Saudi.
Okay. I don't care.
That's a great match.
We've seen it. We don't care.
We have not. We've seen it one time.
We saw
Nobody
it.
wants
we
to see
saw
Brock
it. We saw
Lesnar.
it live, bro.
Yeah, one time. The
Like,
second time we were supposed to see it was in the chamber.
I really
in
don't
Saudi.
care. Like I don't care.
Your attitude's horrible.
I mean, Saudi's a joke.
Somebody's sassy today.
They're just Saudi's such
You
a
turned
joke.
41 time, and now you got this pissy attitude.
Well, it's Brock Lesnar. You're
I put a
mentioning,
beautiful
too.
post out there on Twitter.
He shaved his beard. We're done. Like I mean,
I'm
like,
about to shave mine.
Brock shaved his.
He's babyface. He don't want a beard, literally and figuratively.
He has a baby face. That makes sense. That's a fair
Do you
point.
want some guy
Fair
looking
point.
like me carrying out big plates of meat to you, or a guy with a nice clean shave?
Is there neither
That's a
option?
good point.
That's me. I'm in the middle.
Oh, you better have a hairnet down there if you got a beard.
Dude.
Gross. Oh my god.
So I quit Ballard and Edge,
Brock Lesnar touching me. That's gross.
Fight Pit, Riddle and Seth.
That'll tear it down.
It was.
That's going to be this match of the night, probably. Bianca and Bailey in a ladder match.
ladder match.
Now,
I'm in.
why do I feel like the ladder stipulation really, well, what's going to happen is Bailey's chick's going to get involved.
Sure.
Yep.
And Bianca's, Alexa and Oscar are going to get involved.
Yep.
And that's going to be a big thing.
Sure.
It is.
So if
Yep.
Bailey was going to win, I feel like you got Liv versus Ronda.
I think it's
I
time,
feel
dude.
out of both of them, the Bailey Bianca has a better chance of the title change.
I completely
I
agree
do
with
too.
you.
Because I
do
think
too.
that
I do too.
Charlotte is unfortunately
Thank you. I've
she's been
saying
cleared
that.
for a while.
She's
And I
gonna
think
become that.
Charlotte's going to be thrown into this Ronda
She's
Rousey
going-
led feud.
I think so too. Yep.
And
I think you're exactly right. I think
I
Ronda.
think Bailey,
I've been calling Charlotte
as
coming
good
back.
as
I've been
Bailey as
calling it.
Damage Control's been, I think this is where Bailey gets the belt. Then
Yep.
Bianca starts chasing.
I agree.
That's what she needs to do.
I mean, and really, it's time. WrestleMania was what 6 months ago.
It's time for a new
Like
title change.
it's time to mix it up.
Change it up.
That's fine.
Shake it up.
Well,
I should
Liv
say.
and Ronda, Extreme Rules match, and then Karrion Kross and Drew McIntyre in a strap match.
That'd be fun.
So I think it's cool how every match has a step,
I love it.
how it's supposed to be.
That's supposed to be.
You
Yep.
call it Extreme Rules, so you give every
You can
match.
tell Triple H is on it. Yep.
Like I remember
Everything
Bully
has
Ray
a
on
match.
Busted Up. He said, "What the fuck's so extreme about it? Like
Right.
a singles match?
True.
Come on, Vince.
Like,
Like what the
then the
fuck?
Spice it
Extreme
up.
Rules match wasn't even that extreme.
That dude's brain
There
was
was one-
deteriorating a year ago.
There was one
Like, it was.
table spot in that Balor match that I remember.
I mean, yeah,
He did the fucking flip through the announce table on
Mhm.
Roman.
that's so
That was
extreme.
it, but nobody remembers it because
The
of the
rope
fucking
broke.
rope broke.
Randomly for no reason.
And they didn't even
And then they didn't even talk about
They didn't.
Balor never communicated with Roman again. They just
No.
moved on.
That was.
I think he mentioned it once in a promo. He was like, "That was really weird, but I'm
That
gonna get
was
it back."
weird.
Balor mentioned it like 2 weeks ago under Triple H because
Oh, that makes
they're
sense.
allowed to talk about that now.
Triple H remembers
Yeah.
that shit.
I did see a report. Goldberg is going to Saudi,
I'm
and
sure.
there is talks
Uh-oh.
of them writing that Triple H wants to right that wrong of 2019 Saudi, where Fiend lost to Goldberg, and have Bray
Oh.
just come out and squash Goldberg.
There we go.
I'd be okay with that.
And that
Me
would
too.
be his thing. Or that could be how he debuts. Goldberg comes out like, who's next? And the lights go out, come back
Fiend,
on, the
yep.
fucking rabbit sitting
Rabbit,
there.
yep.
And he's like, what the fuck? And then chokes his ass out, disappears, and
Okay, so I'm not gonna watch that shit live, but if that happens, I will watch it on YouTube.
Yeah, well, that will be trending
Right.
whenever. I
It
think
will.
everybody knows by now when Bray comes back, that shit's going to trend for a while.
It's going to trend.
Like,
It will.
I'm fully.
Dude's gold.
I think at this point, that's who this is.
Dude's gold.
It is.
It obviously is not Cross, and that was the only person we talked about.
Yeah.
There's no way it's Cross.
It's not Aleister Black.
But
People thought it was
very,
him
very.
too.
Yeah, I like the Nuggets though. It was
Yeah,
Black's
it's
theme
fun.
song. Like,
Yeah.
Triple. It's fun. Like,
It is.
why do you
fun.
think everybody tuned into SmackDown at 9:23?
It's fucking
I was out. I was out.
Smelling your phone?
And no, and there was people like, turn that football.
Nice.
Like, it's 9:20.
Put on TV. Go on
And
the
I'm like,
box.
who are the? I'm like, I woke up to them. I'm like, what the hell? And they're like, 9:23, White Rabbit. And I was like, dude.
It's gonna be Bray Wyatt.
And they're like, no, it's this lady. And she was like, it was like a lady, her husband, and like their little daughter or whatever, boy, girl, you never know anymore. But I was like, hey,
Jesus.
I didn't know. I was like, that's a cute
Boy,
kid.
he, she.
But anyway,
Gotta say kid.
But anyway,
Gotta say
and anyway,
kid.
she was like, we haven't watched wrestling in 5 years. And then I saw that Vince got in trouble and he got taken out. So I had to see what happened.
Exactly.
And she's like, it's been great ever since.
Vince,
And I was like, do you?
That's the best
so I
varieties.
started asking her questions. Like her husband was like, and I'm like, she's not very pretty. I'm not
Yeah.
flirting. I'm asking these questions. I want to know. I was
Sure.
like, so were you familiar with Johnny Gargano before this? And she's like, well, no. And I was like, are
Johnny
you
Wrestling.
okay with him now? She's like, oh yeah, he's Johnny Wrestling. He's a dad. And I was like, oh, so these people, I'm thinking like these people on
Hot
Twitter
wife.
bitching about like, or like Vince Russo's like, well, they don't know who these people are. They don't watch NXT.
Oh, for
They
God's
do a
sake.
good enough job that they know who
Doesn't
they are.
matter.
And they refer to
Yeah.
NXT a lot.
Yeah, they do.
But anyway,
That's why Vince Russo is a fucking joke in the wrestling community.
I forget what happened. Oh, SmackDown. So let's talk about
The only thing that happened in SmackDown that's worth
the
talking
greatest
about
segment of all time.
is the opening segment.
Oh yeah.
All right, that there was nothing wrong with that. Like that
No, I
was
agree.
a perfect segment.
I agree.
And it was trending like a motherfucker.
It was big time.
I agree.
Because normally before I go out and do stuff on Friday, I watch the
Gotta
first
watch
like half
SmackDown.
hour.
Yeah.
I try to make it through the first hour.
Sure.
And
I just love. They're doing it really, really well with how cool Sammy is with Jimmy, but fucking Jay hates him.
He hates.
And it cracks me up every time. Just their eye movements, like Jimmy's just fucking cracking up, probably for real, thinking this is
That is-
fucking ridiculous and hilarious. And Jay's all pissed.
Sammy's like, come on, so
Yes.
let's go to
well,
roll.
like you get a lot of fucking credit to Roman.
You do.
Like
Yeah.
when he said like I honestly was like, okay,
Oh my god, he's
this
done.
is like they got Solo, they got all their shit, they
He
have
called him silent.
like they got all his fucking people together. Now it's like, all right, let's drop Sammy. Like we don't need him now. And then that's what
So
he
then
said.
there's your
That's
thing.
what he said.
Yeah.
What are you even trying to get out of this, Sammy? Like,
Why
what are you
like,
doing?
Why
Like,
are
what do
you
you
talking
want?
right now?
He's like,
Like,
what do you want?
I like Bleacher Report because they like put the quotes from in there. Now that Drew McIntyre has another bridge to cross, clear throat cross. Let's talk about Solo. That was Heyman trying to be clever.
Sure.
The elders
That was fucking lame.
have sent you to me, but you have to answer to me now. Acknowledge me. And Solo and Sami Zayn both did acknowledge, but the facial expression of Sami Zayn when he said, "What are you even doing? I never want to see you
He's a great actor, dude.
in that shirt
He is.
again."
He's
And
a great
Sammy
actor.
dude, I paused my TV and like he looks so like I wanted to almost tear up. Like
Oh,
he
yeah,
looks,
he's like
he
a
looks
poor
like
little boy.
somebody was just like, "You're gonna die tomorrow."
Like,
He's like
he
a,
got-
he
and
looks
you
like
don't
a
have
little
time
boy.
to even talk to any of your
Yeah.
loved ones. He's just like, "What?"
He looks like a
You're
little
done.
boy.
Dude, he looked destroyed.
Yeah.
Take that shirt.
And then he took and when he said, "But I got you a new one,"
Like,
and dude,
Jay, get him. And then Jay took it
yeah,
off.
yeah.
of
Yeah,
See,
he
that's
did,
what made it
yeah.
believable because
Yeah.
Jay can't stand Sammy right now.
yeah.
And when he said, "Here's another one," I was like, I almost cried in happiness
If you watch,
because his face, he's like,
but then you watch Jay after
Yeah,
that. He's
and
on the
Jay's just
ropes
like-
all fucking pissed.
"That's a meme now." His facial expression I've seen everywhere. He's just like, "Oh my
It's
god,
like so ridiculous.
what the fuck do I got to do?"
One
to get-"
happy Uso, one
And
not
then
happy Uso.
to top it off, AJ Styles talks shit about him on Twitter.
He
He
did.
tweets back at him and goes, "Well, I guess I have to come to Canada." At Solo Sequoia, pack up, we gotta go. Then he shows up the Raw with fucking stunner sunglasses on.
Beats his ass.
He's on the phone. "I'll talk to you later, Tribal Chief." He's walking with swag. Like Sami Zayn's amazing. Like
Yes.
he's super arrogant and cocky now.
I'm telling you.
He's
He
like,
did,
now look,
yeah.
his issue's gonna be watch. He's gonna get way too comfortable
Yeah.
because
Yeah,
now he's
in
like,
the
"Yeah,
desk,
I got
yeah.
my
I'm
shirt,"
one of them.
Yeah.
and now he's gonna cost him something.
He's
Sure.
gonna cost
Again.
something.
See, look,
doing-
I think he
Yeah.
might cost the Usos the tag
I
titles or
think
something,
me too. He's
or
gonna start-
cost them like a match where
Something
like
that. Yeah.
like if the Usos lose, they have to defend their belts against somebody, and Sammy accidentally makes them lose, so they go after the.
He goes to help him and accidentally costs
But
him.
like, I like the Sequoia thing in there because he's like the enforcer, which you can buy because God damn, his
He's scary.
slam of Styles Monday was pretty
That was
legit.
fucking-
It was good.
Dude, like it was like the rock. I don't even know what you call it. It was like the rock bottom, but like 10 foot higher in the
Yeah.
air.
I don't know
Fucking
nothing
threw
about
Styles down.
I don't know
He
about this
did.
guy. I don't watch NXT, but he's fucking scary.
Yeah,
Yes.
when you see him, and like it's like when he didn't do a lot on it. He had some good matches.
His
but
blonde hair's kind of douchey.
He didn't do a lot on
But-
NXT, but when you see him, it's like, yeah, that dude's gonna be a fucking star. You
Sure.
already know. He's from Bloodline.
Bloodline,
Like
yeah.
he's got it all.
Usos are awesome. And
He's got a good look. He's
Yeah,
great
he
in the
does.
ring. He can talk.
But I'm telling you, the only thing that's a saving grace, this whole 2-year-long storyline, even with Roman Reigns, the dude's boring in my opinion, except when he's interacting with Sami Zayn. That's so perfect. His interactions with Sami, they're perfect. Everything about it is perfect. Like, I fucking love it. As soon as he started talking to Sami, I'm like, it's going to be fucking golden.
it is.
And it was.
Sammy's pulling up expensive cars. He's like, "Thanks a lot for opening the door for me."
But their chemistry, 'cause I don't hate Roman Reigns. I just
That's
hate I hate the drawn out stuff. But like Sammy's so perfect. The guy's gold.
He fits right into
Inserting
it.
him into that was,
It was so
such a
funny.
great idea.
I mean, and
Yeah.
he had to do something. 'Cause you can't keep a 2-year storyline going without doing other things.
Right.
And Sammy is just,
He fits it.
it's perfect. You know what I mean? Like, we've talked about it over and over again. But every time those two interact, I'm like, it's fucking funny.
Yeah.
It truly is fucking funny.
Sammy's
And
it.
then the Usos are so good because like Jimmy, you see Sammy getting all pumped. He got that T-shirt. He's all jacked up. Goes to Jimmy. They did their little high five shit.
Jay's like,
and then
"Please
Jay's
get away
still
from
all
me."
pissed. It's like he's the only one who
Yeah.
hates him,
Yeah, the only one.
and it's perfect.
Oh,
so
dude.
it's going to accumulate, but it's so fun right
They
now.
got the Acknowledge Your Daddy shirts in on
Oh, for
WWE
God's
Shop. I think I'm
sakes.
gonna buy me one Friday.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that phrase, "daddy." I mean, it reminds me of porn.
Hello.
Oh my God. sakes.
I'm just saying.
I know my name's Josh, but Daddy's catching up.
Oh, for God, I don't need to hear this.
Cover your ears.
Yeah,
I'm
put them on. Make them tight. Oh, that's actually a speaker. Fuck.
This one says Tribal Chief is my daddy. That's the women's shirt, though. If I wore that,
Yeah.
around. Look, did you see what he said?
I'll get that
Did you hear what he said about his shorts?
Oh,
It says, you remember how
we
the
talked.
fucking WWE shorts have like, remember it said feed me more or let
Claymore,
me in?
Oh,
Remember?
yeah.
Claymore.
His says
Let me
acknowledge
in.
me right by the dick. So they asked him about it, and he was like, "Oh, that's when you get acknowledged the most."
Oh my God.
he has a daughter.
He said, "Don't." He said, "It's okay. Only one person gets to acknowledge
There
that."
you
And I
go.
was like, "All right."
Oh,
But when he
my God.
said, "That's where you get acknowledged the most," I was dead.
You gotta say it. You
He
gotta-
said it on the Logan Paul interview of all
Yes,
things
He's
too.
being honest,
watch
though.
that.
Then he looks at
Yeah.
Logan. He's like, "I know you don't know anything about that." It's like, damn.
Yeah, he don't.
Roman took some shots, but they were
Well,
like,
yes, he's
they,
the bad guy.
they were.
No
but
woman would
that's
be with Logan
before
Paul.
this
No
was
woman.
a
No woman.
storyline.
Right.
Like he was playfully. Look at the White Rabbit shit. If you guys go to
Already.
www.shop.com, I think it's badass. Out.
Who they got
First
a
off,
pink
Candice
one?
LeRae already has a new shirt out.
Yeah.
We'll get to
Oh, yeah.
her.
Yeah, we'll get to it.
I don't.
Why do they have a Yankees championship belt?
I don't know what that means.
They have a championship belt with the Yankees logo on it for $550.
Forget that.
Yankees didn't win a fucking championship. Baseball's still going on. Triple H, fix this shit.
Wait, whoa. People still watch baseball?
Some people do. I have not.
I
What the
haven't
fuck?
either.
Look at the White Rabbit. It's just a shirt with a White Rabbit on it.
Who killed the world? Who did
Dude,
it?
by the way,
What
that
is
song,
that?
White Rabbit, they
What is
keep
that?
playing.
Who killed the world?
What
You
It's
is
on,
did.
my, it's on my
Whose
running
shirt is
playlist,
that?
and it's amazing.
I just know. I love the.
Oh, I'm sure
Look,
Tyler's like
we'll-
the Tennessee
Oh,
title.
Jesus Christ. We'll get. I know we're off topic. Like, who the fuck is going to wear a plain WWE gray T-shirt around?
This is WWE.
That's it.
That's it.
But you can get the Acknowledge Me Daddy shirt for $10 more or less.
It's a pretty boring ass
Josh
t-shirt,
wants the
dude.
Tennessee
How much,
title.
wait, how much is that t-shirt or hoodie? or whatever?
$27.99. The
that
hood
extremely-
is the long sleeves 32. The
I like the
hoodie's
long
50.
sleeves.
Nah, it's about standard. That's still boring as fuck.
What's the brief?
Look, Hook, Yvonne, it's you. The fucking WWE Championship fan
That's
pack.
the title I want. I want the Divas. I like the old school.
Damn,
I like the butterfly.
Dude, even the merchandise on here looks better.
I like the.
I like the team up to take down
I
cancer
do
shirt.
too. That's a cute. Oh, is that underwear? That looked like.
All right, but
underwear.
they already have like
Yeah.
Bray Wyatt merchandise on their website,
Already.
which you know why? Because he sells merchandise. Like,
He does.
You
Ask
you wait till the fuck all his
Ask
shit. Can you
Josh.
wait? Like when he shows up, I bet you they have like 8 shirts ready, like ready to
Already.
throw.
Oh, for sure.
And then I'm gonna like sell my move out of my apartment and like live in a box so I can buy all of them.
You already have all his stuff.
I mean, nobody.
$27 a shirt times 8. That's about 180 plus tax. That's about $200. That's
Dude,
fine.
Nobody in present day WWE, because Cena's not included in this. He's no longer present day. Nobody can move merch like Bray Wyatt.
No.
No, nobody.
Nobody.
And this is the time of year for him to move. So the crazy
Yeah,
ass
it's
White
October.
Rabbit gimmick
Yeah.
works for Halloween.
Absolutely.
Which is why it has to happen before Saudi, because Saudi's in November.
Yep.
So it has to be Extreme
to.
Rules. If they bring him back on a random episode of Raw without advertising him. If you advertise him, you killed the whole thing. So
Yep. Give it away.
it has
No,
to be
you
Extreme
can't
Rules.
advertise it.
It has to be Extreme
Has
Rules.
to be.
Then they should do clues for it to be Extreme Rules. They can actually advertise.
No, I think next Friday they should do the White Rabbit thing.
and like
And
Jericho.
then it says it shows the coordinates for wherever the fuck Extreme Rules
Right.
is, and then you've reached your destination,
I like that.
and that's where it's like, oh shit,
Yeah.
Saturday night's
It's
it.
coming close. Yep.
Wait, is it sure on Saturday night?
Yeah,
Fuck yeah.
It's not
They moved
Saturday.
I
him to
like
Saturdays.
that. I like that.
Triple H moved to Saturdays permanently,
I like
and
that.
he named Mania 2 nights permanently.
I like that.
So
I'm not sure.
I like the
But,
I like the 2 night Mania more than 8 hours of it
but you know, but you know,
in
you're,
one night.
you're not wrong because I'm a fucking drinker, so I'll be fucking too hammered to remember WrestleMania if it's one day.
Depending what the
But-
match is.
At least I remember some of it. but
Depending what match.
but I do like Saturdays, man. I like Saturdays.
Well, the way they're booking shit, like I'm all for a fucking 2 night Mania.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Sorry, people keep saying YouTube's acting weird.
Fuck YouTube. You know what? Hate while Josh figures this shit out.
I'm just gonna go see if it's like
I wanted to watch Ryan George the other day. If you don't know who that is, you should look him up. He's fucking hilarious. But anyway, I typed in Ryan, and the first thing that popped
Look
up
at me
was a
over.
fucking kid unpackaging toys. Who the fuck watches that shit? And why is that kid making so much fucking money to watch this stupid fucking kid named Ryan unpackage toys? I don't understand YouTube in today's society. I know I'm old now, but what the fuck?
all right. It should be working. I don't see anything wrong with it. And I commented on it. Did it go through?
You said yo.
Yeah, so comments and everything's working. So
That's probably on that fucking person's
it's probably
end.
operator error.
Yeah. Why not use YouTube?
How would you quit being a dummy? Yeah, it's YouTube.
It's the same Ryan.
Oh, geez.
Okay, anyway. What else happened on SmackDown? Oh, Liv Morgan showed how hardcore she was.
Yeah,
That
she
spot
did.
through the table was
She
pretty
did.
cool.
That was pretty good.
That was
I mean, she took a picture of MJF, and it got a hell lot more
She did,
publicity
yeah,
than
she
that.
did.
But the Maxim Male models
Oh,
versus
God.
the New Day.
Oh, gross.
Um,
I'm
so
over it.
I
so
didn't see
so
that.
where are you guys at with how you feel about the Maxim Male
I
models?
still don't like it.
I fast forward through it.
I did too.
Well, LA Knight got super mad and stormed off, or not LA Knight.
Why can't he be LA
Max
Knight again?
Dupree.
Dupree.
But he's teasing hard going back to the LA. If the LA Knight
I
character,
hope
if they take him back to the LA Knight character, he's going to be the top babyface on SmackDown
I hope.
within or heel
or heel, both.
within a year.
Top guy.
I agree.
I mean,
He needs to go back to LA
Eli
Knight.
Drake is fuck. When he was Eli Drake at TNA,
Yeah.
oh my
Good-looking dude.
God, he's great
Yeah.
on the mic.
He's
No,
great.
I'm
He
not-
can
He
work.
is great.
No,
He-
can't argue
dude,
that.
He's got
they
the look. He's
they
got
made
everything.
such a big. I remember the night he came to NXT Takeover. He just came over to the desk, grabbed the microphone, and I was like, "Who the fuck are you?"
He did.
L.A. Knight, and he just started talking shit. And I was like, "I don't know who this guy is. I don't watch him." And they're like, "He came from another company." So I'm like, "Okay, it's not AEW."
Sure.
So I was like, I googled L.A. Knight, and it's like Eli Drake, Impact. So I
I
watched a
remember
couple of his promos,
That, yeah.
and he's pretty fucking. He was a pretty big deal in Impact
Mhm.
when he was there too. But
I think it was after my time, but I remember seeing like YouTube and like Facebook clips and shit.
then they let Strowman destroy Otis.
He did. He,
Yeah, I fast forward through that shit.
Oh,
I did
dude,
too.
I did think the thing on Raw was funny. Chad Gable's like, "Yeah, little Weasel Braun Strowman got away with it," and he was like, then Theory's phone rings. He's like, "Here it's for you." And Strowman's like, "Weasel, huh? I'll be there on Monday, Gable, and we're gonna fight in your hometown of wherever the fuck
Yeah, I
it's at."
forget.
That must
And
have
he-
excluded
and
from Hulu.
And he was like,
Just please.
"That way you don't have to go very far for your funeral, because I'm gonna put you in the ground." And then Gable just stands there like staring into
He
space.
goes, "Shush, please."
Then
he said it
Theory
really
talks
low.
Otis into challenging Gargano. So
Yes,
next week,
yep.
Gargano will fight Otis. And I do think Theory and Gargano will be added to Extreme Rules.
I think
was
Oh,
so
for
too.
sure.
And
They
maybe
will.
Miz and Loomis. We
Yeah.
might get a match.
Oh God.
I wanted to bring those two up. Why is Loomis like
Obsessed with the Miz.
I know.
raping the Miz?
I
Like,
know,
what is-
really.
what is
Oh,
this
he's like
about?
patting him.
Yeah, like,
He
it, made
beat
me,
us up as security guard.
it made me a little uncomfortable. It kind of gave me like Michael
Hey, we
Cole.
got a new subscriber.
It gave me like Heidenreich, Michael Cole flashbacks a little bit. You remember when Michael Cole was trying to like throw Heidenberg was trying to throw Michael Cole up against the wall.
He's obsessed with
This
Miz.
gives me the
He
same
really
kind of
is.
vibes. Like,
I don't
like-
know. That's the one thing about it. Like they do need to explain why.
What the heck is
Or
this
it's just
about?
random. But,
Yeah.
like, I'm down for it. Like he was in the Edmonton Oilers shit this week. He's just standing
Yeah.
there and like
it's very Hitman-like.
He's
but I
been
appreciate
he's
it.
been in Miz's
Uh,
house and everything else. Like,
but
what
it's-
the heck's up?
It's giving me a rapey vibe, which I'm not a huge fan of. Like I'm just saying, it's
I
high.
giving you a creep
I
vibe.
say anal, and you're like, oh my god, we're gonna get canceled. And you're like, oh, rapey vibes, but that's okay.
Well, I mean, because
Listen to Sean Watson. We're not doing that shit.
I'm just saying,
You need a massage.
a grown man petting another man's head after
He
he
needs a
knocks him out,
massage.
it's rapey. And you know,
It's gross.
it's hiding Michael Cole vibes all over
He didn't
again
give him a happy ending.
from 20 years ago. And it's just like, well, he might have off camera. I don't know.
Hey, did you see the thing about Michael Cole where he kept saying the word now, and Vince fined him every time he said it?
I did not see
Jeff
that.
Hardy versus so and so now. He's like, fine. Michael Cole said it in the interview. He's like, yeah, he fined me every time I did it, and I finally stopped.
Why is Vince crazy?
Because Vince don't like the word now.
Well, because his brain is like gone.
Yeah, why is he crazy? That's a great question. That's a great question.
Hey, why is he?
I'm
crazy?
glad. I'm so glad he's gone.
All right.
It's
hey,
just so much better. After
another
both of
thing I
them.
didn't expect, Strowman's super over.
He is.
Well, sure.
God damn.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, oh, of course. I don't remember him being this over when he was there
I
the first
did-
time.
he was
like,
huge.
I thought the roof was going to blow. I thought my TV was going to fall off my fucking entertainment
Dude,
center.
if you go back to 2017, he was huge in
Yeah,
2017.
but like toward the end, it was like,
well,
yeah.
because and then we all understand because it's the writing. Now, I think Strowman's problem is his mic skills are like really bad, but
he's a manager.
he has the look.
Mhm.
I mean, he does need a
He
manager. I
does
agree.
need one.
But like, dude, he was in 2017. I couldn't believe he wasn't champion. I was pissed actually about it. Now, he's huge. I think he's kind of boring these days because I don't care about Otis. But no, I mean, he's definitely over.
He's over.
SmackDown was a quality show.
He's a real main event. Like
yeah.
they
and I'm glad he's back.
I do
thought.
I think why wouldn't Bray target him?
Well, here's the deal. Vince thought because we need a big show, we need a big guy on the roster.
We always do.
And so Braun took that role. Well, then Omos came along, and Vince was like, "Well, he could be the
We don't
cheaper.
need two of
He
them.
could be the cheaper Braun Strowman because we were paying Strowman $1 million a year.
Oh, dude, they give him a
And-
big deal.
Mhm.
I mean, Strowman's. But the difference between Strowman and Big Show and Omos is the guy can fucking go.
Oh yeah, Strowman's a lot more
Yeah,
athletic.
exactly.
He can go.
Yeah, Strowman's
Uh,
Big Show's a Hall of Famer easily, but like Strowman
if you put Big Show's mic
is a
skills,
very good big man.
absolutely.
He is.
If you take Strowman, Big Show's mic skills with Strowman's physique and skills, holy shit!
You're gonna be in
Yeah.
trouble.
I mean,
Yeah.
Strowman's a monster. I think he's
He
a
is.
douchebag in real life.
The
I never,
monster of all
met him.
monsters, and even that's
But-
kind of it's corny, but it's kind of cool.
that is
I
kind of
mean,
cool.
he's ripped. He's
He
ripped
is.
as shit, and he's
He
that
is.
big, and he can do like flips and shit. Like what the fuck?
She's screwed.
He's a monster. Like he's a fucking monster.
He
He
is.
truly is. And that's why I couldn't believe in 2017 he didn't get that opportunity because he was not probably just as over, but he was almost as over as Daniel Bryan was in 2014.
Dude,
Mhm.
Benny Mac, if you're watching, they followed us on Twitter.
Oh, there
They
we
followed
go.
us on
Oh,
YouTube.
Oh, cool.
Who's this? Vince McMahon?
No, it says Benny Mac.
Oh,
Saying
Benny Mac,
appreciate Benny Mac.
not Vinny Mac. All right,
Benny with 3 N's,
That's awesome.
and one of them's capitalized.
all right. Well, thanks for
for the
following.
follow.
Thanks for watching, brother.
We
We
Appreciate
got
you.
7 followers on
we
Twitter now.
appreciate it.
All right, Cross and Drew. I want your guys' opinions on this feud and how much you give a shit.
I'm over it. It's been going on for far
You
too
asked for
long.
his opinion. You asked.
It's been going on for all too long,
How
man.
the fuck are you? You leave a different. You leave the 30s, and now you're like the most
I'm
impatient
still.
old man.
I went from
Do you sit
early
on your
30s
yard?
to mid 30s.
Do you like sit on your front porch now and like chuck shit at kids riding their bike?
Problem.
All right.
What's
so,
that movie? Hold on. What is that movie where they're like, who wants to go on top of the building and throw fruit at people exercising? Ted.
It's Ted.
I do like Ted.
I do
That's a
too.
good
That's
film.
you now. You exercising, you fat bitch, and you're throwing shit at me. You think you're gonna get ripped? Don't look at my grass. I'm a 40-year-old man.
I'm
Like,
done.
This
Attitude
feud's
says
been
we're
going on
done.
for a week and a half. I'm fucking over it. Like
It's been going on for like 2
fire
months.
carrying cross.
It's the same thing. I don't no,
Bring back
not,
the
I don't want
gladiators
fire.
costume.
I like
I
Karrion
see why
Kross.
Vince let him go. I'm over it. Put
Put
the
it back-
gladiator
yeah,
costume back on
his
him.
face.
Here's my question for you.
How
guys.
much?
I mean, she's pretty hot.
Dude.
But
People would have chucked.
when are they going to actually have a match?
At Extreme Rules next Saturday.
After 3 months.
It has not. He has not been back for 3 months.
It's basically been 3 months.
It has not been 3.
It's
I don't
been
know
3
how
months.
it can be a month and a half, and you're like, well, it's basically 3 months.
It's the same thing.
Are you doubling?
If it's
So now you're 80
it's,
years
we got twice a week.
Now he's done.
old. Oh, Jesus.
I mean, come on.
If I don't know how long me and you're gonna live, but I cannot wait to see you as like a
I don't
6-year-old
think
man.
that
I I cannot wait to see you.
I drink
at,
way too much.
Like in old,
My liver's already hurting. It ain't gonna be 60.
in old age, where you're like the liquor store, like I need Diet Miller Lite because that's what basically it's.
Dude,
It's
actually,
Bud Light with
I
piss
get
in it.
not to change the subject, but real fast. I go to the liquor store about 3 times a week, and every time I have to tell the lady what whiskey I'm buying because she doesn't know what I'm fucking selling.
Oh god.
I get it. I know more than they do. I'm like,
That's
I need this, and it's right there. And, oh, where is it? So I have to like walk over. It's to your right, 4th over.
It's like, bitch, just let me back there and let me get it myself.
I'll do your job. Get out of the way.
I'm
The
not
Franklin liquor store is stupid too because everything's like hidden.
I'm not
Like, any other
exaggerating.
liquor store you go into, you can just go get what you want.
I know. Like, I buy the high quality shit, so it's all locked up. So I'm like, I need Jefferson's, and it's the same spiel every time. What is that? No, it's you walk over there. It's on your far right. There's 4 of them. Far right. Your right, my left. Get it. Every
Shut
time.
up and get it.
Anyway,
Shut up and get it. That's what Vince said. That was Vince's slogan.
that's what fucking Ness Loomis says too.
Shut up and pet it. He's like stroking his.
Is
That's
there-
what Vince fucking says.
Dude,
Shut up and get
I
it.
swear to God, I just had a shirt like it said, "Shut up and pet it." It's a picture of me petting a cat.
Oh, for God's sake.
That's money.
I
I mean, you could put that together. That could go to somebody. Anyway, back to fucking SmackDown. I guess we'll talk about Drew and Cross since Chuck's over it.
I mean, it's
If you watch Extreme Rules, just don't watch the main event. It's way played out.
real quick before we move off that though.
Now you say Brock and Roman's, but I
just don't care. The thing with to Drew McIntyre's defense, he had food poisoning on Friday night and did his whole segment with food poisoning. That's tough.
defense of what? You just buried their fucking feud.
But he's a tough guy. I think that's cool.
now
I respect
now
him
you respect them.
for doing that while sick.
I think you're getting.
I've had food poisoning and food
Are you
poisoning.
forgetting
sucks.
like what you say?
No, I
Is
remember what I
that, is
said.
that where you're at?
Dude,
Did you take your pills?
yes.
You take your pill.
I think
Look,
earlier today.
look, for the
B
goodness
vitamins?
for the goodness of the show.
Vitamin A, vitamin E.
Make sure you take all your diet, all your diamonds,
Di-
all your I'm
Diet.
fucking over this.
Claritin
shit.
clear.
Diamond pill.
I take 5 pills a day, bro.
Fucking. We got fucking our guest is swimming in Florida. You're fucking like
Oh, cloud
you're
nine.
fucking
Hopefully.
like
Oh, cloud
Hopefully they ain't
nine.
drowning.
the title belts make them float. Don't ask me how I know. But
That's gold. I feel like
Cross
that's
and
gonna
Drew's
sink.
getting buried.
no, it's float. The cream.
How does
right?
gold sell?
The cream,
Yeah. All right. It's buoyant.
yeah. So Dugan's too busy swimming to hang out with us. You're fucking over half the Extreme Rules card because a 2-week build's too much.
That's one match that
That
I'm
is the
over.
main event of the show.
But here's my thing: is they've been doing the same shit for 2 months at least. Carrying Cross,
Now I gotta
jumping
look up when
McIntyre,
Oh, God.
jumping him every week, jumping him,
He didn't even jump him at
Or
fucking,
Scarlett came out. Or Scarlett came
Oh
out.
yeah, she's hot. I mean, I'm cool with
August
Scarlett.
5th.
Yeah. So
It's a month and
it's almost 2 months.
maybe 2 months.
It's almost 2 months.
That's long-term storytelling.
I don't need long-term storytelling.
Oh my God.
We got Roman Reigns for that. He's been champion for 2 years. I don't need everything to be long-term. We need some fast shit. I'm ADD as fuck. We need some fast stuff. And that's one of those things. You can't have everything be long-term. We need some fast things in
You should
between.
watch NXT. Those feuds last about 2 weeks, then they're on to the next
There
one.
you go.
Deal.
God
There
damn
you
it.
go. We saw what it.
I mean, Braun Breaker was feuding with JD McDonough, and then they brought back this other guy from NXT
Now he's
UK,
feuding both
and now
of them.
that feud's over. Now they're
He's
all
still
feuding with each
all
other.
with each
So you
other.
love NXT because
You'll love
every
that.
week it changes.
Well, I mean, sometimes you got
I
to
mean,
mix it
Shawn
up.
Michaels is booking it, so I guess you would
Mhm.
appreciate his. Anyway,
He is.
what
booking it,
else
yep.
happened on
He
SmackDown?
is.
Raquel Rodriguez beat Dakota Kai.
Yep.
That's kind of a throwback to when they were a tag team in NXT.
Yep.
Then they started to attack her, and Shotzi ran out and beat him up.
Yeah.
And Bailey takes on Shotzi this Friday on
Yep.
SmackDown, I think.
Yep, she does.
Good main event. The Brawling Brutes
Very good
and
match.
the Usos was a very fucking good match.
Very
Pete
good.
Dunne, Butch, whoever the fuck he is.
He's going back to Pete.
At
now.
least
Get
he's
rid of
wrestling.
At
Like
least-
He's
Yeah.
doing his finger breaking
Yeah,
shit.
his finger
Yeah.
breaking shit is
Yep.
brutal.
Yep.
However, they do it without like
It's-
actually doing it
We're
is very
slowly,
good.
we're
That
slowly doing it. I
Yeah,
think.
but, like,
Slowly, yep.
Yeah.
He's trans. I think the name Butch actually could work.
Eh.
Butch Pete Dunne. I mean, it doesn't matter.
Pete Butch Dunn. That doesn't work.
I mean, they got over the name Brodus Clay, so they can do anything.
that's a good point.
That
Now he
is
works
a-
for Fox News. It's a
yeah, he
fucking
does.
weird world.
Yeah, that is
Um,
weird.
That is fucking weird.
Very good match.
It was good.
It was a good SmackDown.
Very good.
I mean, it was a good show. At 9:23, there was a commercial. So
That's fucking funny.
Josh is throwing the remote.
Like people at the bar, like, oh.
Yeah, Triple H is fucking with
There's
everybody.
people wearing Fiend shirts and shit. Like, oh my god. It's like he ain't coming. I was telling my buddy, I was like, he's not coming back
No.
for a random episode of
no,
Smack.
ain't
This
gonna
is too big of a deal.
Right.
Like Tony Khan, take all your debuts, roll them in a ball, and shove them up your coke-headed ass. And this Bray Wyatt return is going to be bigger than all of them.
Remember how pissed we were when he got fired?
Yeah.
Yeah, we
On a Saturday,
On a
at like
Saturday.
noon, you text me like, "Hey, Bray's got fired." I'm like, "Oh, Chuck's drunk."
Well, I probably was.
He was drunk, but
But
he's
he was
also
also
accurate.
fired.
He's actually right.
So then I started drinking. I drove to the gas station, bought a Four Loko. The
Ugh.
real ones know what that means. And
Oh,
about a
gosh.
half hour later, I was like,
Were you crying on your feet?
like I was like
stuff?
drying my tears on all. Like I had all my Fiend merchandise
Oh
everywhere, and I
my
was like, I spent
gosh.
like $600 on all this
He
shit,
did.
and they just fired him.
And
The
Vince,
audacity,
was like, because of he has
creative differences, and he's
no.
always
Vince was
hurt.
like, he has personality problems. He won't get along with me.
I like how Vince can be the guy that tells you that you have a personality.
Yeah, I know.
Right, exactly.
Fucking
That's
idiot.
like
Right.
fucking Lil Wayne telling you you smoke too much weed.
Just think about that. The guy who's selling the most merch, you're gonna say he has an attitude problem. No, maybe listen to the guy who's selling the most merch.
That's like
Right.
Brandy.
It's just working.
Brandy Love saying you have too much sex. That's like
I don't know who Bernie Love is, I guess.
porn star.
I don't
No,
know.
nice.
Oh God.
It means you're watching the wrong.
Oh, I know who Bernie Love is.
Oh,
Oh,
for
all
God's
right. Never mind. Never mind. Never
For
mind.
God's sake.
I ain't saying what I'm saying.
I
Don't
think
get
about
me
it.
in
You know
that.
what I mean?
I'll cover my ears on
I
that.
know who Bernie Love is.
I cover my ears, but it still works.
Oh, for God.
Sometimes I watch it off the sound and ad lib.
I'm married. My sound's always off.
So let's go.
Oh, wow.
On that note,
On that note.
keeping it raw. Let's go to Raw for Monday. I think this podcast is now rated like TV 14.
Yeah, it's all right. If you're
I'm going to download the little thing and put it in the corner, like TV 14. So while we record, all you see is like
Approved.
TV 14 at the top right.
TV 14 approved.
that'd be awesome. And to be fair, I think we're cussing a lot less today, so that's nice.
Yeah, I'm saving all my cussing for Saturday. Oh, also Saturday at 11 a.m. American Eastern time and like 5 a.m. or 5 p.m. UK time. I'm getting interviewed by WrestleBuddy. They want to get to know me for some fucking reason. So
Because you're a writer and you
we'll see.
do shit with them.
Well, they know they have one champion on the show.
Oh,
with the show.
God.
I mean, He's definitely never going to bring no gold except that stupid crown he wears.
If he keeps talking shit about Halloween, he ain't gonna do shit.
Oh, boy,
I mean, who does he
yeah.
like? Fucking Chucky? Like, what the fuck?
And I forget. I asked him that, and I forget what his answer was.
Or something lame like Pinhead. I like Hellraiser a lot. Fucking douchebag.
All right. You guys next week.
Wow, that's gonna be
Next week's
fun.
gonna be one of those rare cases where like I just am like go.
Chuck time.
I mean, I have I love horror, so
I love
I will
horror, too.
talk. I know everything there is to know about horror.
You've already caught it. You said I love horrors
I
too.
caught on to that.
I tried
This podcast, I'm sorry.
horror and horrors. I love both. But I can know about
Oh, wow.
horrors all day long.
I love the horrors of horror.
There's a lot of them.
Look,
Sherry Moon Zombie's one of them.
look, I'd make out with that chick from Smile.
Oh, God.
Which one?
The main one that's
The
like
bitch who's
showing.
smiling?
Yes, she's the one
They're all
that's
smiling.
the one that's showing up at Dodgers game, just smiling and creeping out the crowd.
Oh, my
I saw it
That's pretty
trending.
fucking funny, actually.
The cast of Smile is like going out different parts of the world,
That's why I love
just
fall.
creepingly smiling
Yeah.
at people
That's how you fucking promote a movie.
like that. It made me want to go see it.
Is that a Blumhouse movie?
Yeah, of
That's-
course it is.
They know how to fucking do shit.
Yeah, dude. Sinister,
do.
like Bloomhouse, that shit.
They
You know,
do.
you know that
Anytime you see
you
that,
know that the new Halloweens are also Blumhouse, right?
Yeah, exactly.
why are they still so shitty?
Wow.
Only one is.
Only one.
I don't know. I don't look out of the Halloweens I've seen this past one. That was it.
Wow. You don't need an
So-
opinion.
Act like you've seen all 9 Sauls. Stop it.
No, I've seen all the Sauls.
I don't.
You kidding me? I've seen all the Sauls.
Well, the Sauls are better than Michael
No,
Myers.
Oh, that's not even a little accurate.
Exactly.
That
That's
is.
accurate.
That's going full retard, brother. That's going full retard.
Full retard.
He don't play Let's Play.
Joke's on you. I've been at full retard. I can't get no higher. That's
I
what my
like-
psychologist told her.
I like Saw. Halloween's way better.
It is. I don't
Whoa.
like
All
Saw,
day.
like-
I do like Spiral. Halloween Kills is pretty.
Spiral was amazing.
Halloween
It was
Kills
good.
is pretty silly.
I gotta go see.
It
that
was
movie
with a
Taylor
lot of
Swift in
stupid
it.
people.
Halloween Kills. The dialogue.
I couldn't help laugh, but most of that because I knew they were gonna get killed.
Here's
They're
the
so
Halloween
stupid.
Kills. I'll defend it. But those who say they don't like it, I get it.
I get it
You
too.
know what I mean?
I get, there's a lot of dumb people.
It's like I won't argue why you don't like it.
I'm gonna use.
There was a lot of stupid people.
They've been dragging this on for too long.
Yeah. Well,
It's been like 30 years.
Yeah.
that's 40 years in 2018. This is actually going to be the 44th.
When
year.
the movie first came out, Jimmy Lee Curtis's boobs were here.
She was 17.
Now they're here.
Now she's older than that.
She's aged.
Like, yeah, it shows the fucking slinkies bouncing up and down this fucking street when she's running. No tank tops in this new Halloween, please. It's the opposite effect of being turned on, whatever that is. My shit points to the ground when she's
Oh, my
bouncing
God.
around out there.
To be
And
fair,
it's not even hot. She's got like 8. Like, it's so gross.
but her granddaughter's in it, and she's pretty hot.
Ain't she dead now?
Allison?
No, it was her
Didn't she
daughter.
die in the last one?
Her daughter died. Her granddaughter's still alive.
Why won't she die?
Wow.
Allison is hot.
She might, because Halloween ends, and she keeps saying maybe in order for him to die, I have to die too. So I feel like they're gonna kill each other. That's my guess.
No.
Speaking of their granddaughter, she did like my tweet on Twitter a while back.
Oh, really?
She did.
Please stop.
She did.
Yeah.
She did.
Fucking
I'm gonna see that tweet.
show off.
Her of all people. I have to find it and
Show
show you. I will. She did.
I got
Something
a retweet
about-
once.
In
I
any
won't
defense,
brag about the amount I got from people.
the Saw music is pretty badass.
Some music's nuts. And I sit there like, kill him.
I
I know.
ain't gonna brag about my people.
I root for the heel in fucking movies.
You do.
Well, and horror movies that have bad writing, I'm all about rooting for the fucking killer because that includes Halloween Kills. They're all fucking annoying. It's like kill them all. They're fucking annoying. Scream, kill them all. They're fucking annoying. Like,
Exactly.
you know what I mean? Like,
I
kill 'em.
got so many ideas for a Halloween episode now.
Oh shoot.
Oh, we're dressing up.
We are just.
I can't be Jesus though.
That
I gotta save
could
that.
cause problems.
Oh no, that's not why. I can give a fuck less. Oh, cancel me, motherfucker!
I know, right?
Like, get me training for dressing up as Jesus and tell me how unreligious that is.
That actually be pretty
Because
awesome.
I scream, "God damn it, dress as Jesus!" But
That'd be pretty awesome. But who doesn't curse their dad here and there? You know,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That happens.
Things happen.
all right, Raw. You know, we're everywhere.
We got off
Dude,
the rails.
We're
I
all
love
over. I love it.
our audio listeners have to be like, "What the fuck?"
We're-
Like
it was wrestling.
that's probably them that check in. Like they jump in, like, "Oh, okay."
we're checking out.
Like the people that we know, are probably just like, "God
Can't
damn."
handle it.
This is
Next
us.
week, 150th episode. 150.
150.
I like it.
That's crazy.
It's a big deal.
That's our 100th live episode.
That's crazy.
We started at 50, remember?
I don't.
We started episode 50 was our first live.
Oh shit.
Wow.
It's
And
a
that's
lot.
when she first started full time.
Yep.
So it's her 100th
Mhm.
episode.
Oh, you
I-
worked
I-
full time all
no,
day.
I wasn't. Nope.
She wasn't full time until we went live.
That's
She
crazy.
never came for audio.
I didn't.
So it's our
Once.
100. It's our 150th. It's your 100th.
My
And it's our
100th, yep.
overall 100th live
Full episode.
Wow.
episode. Yeah.
100th,
It's
yep.
crazy. Like 3 years.
The first
I
thing,
didn't realize it
I
was
have to
that long
create
until I saw
something
the
for it. I
picture
have to.
that I uploaded.
Yeah.
It said 2018.
19. It was Spider-Man Homecoming. It was that
That's
day.
right.
Yep.
That's
I have
right.
to create something for it.
Yeah.
Maybe.
No.
You should. You're good at that shit.
Put my face all over it.
The dumb pictures, I will.
Put my face all over it.
All right.
Oh, I got pictures.
Speaking of things, I put my face all over.
Oh, for God.
I can't say it. Damn it! I shouldn't have said that.
Oh.
Backtracking
Lost words.
because I went.
We went to the Raw breakdown.
Okay, yeah.
Keep
Well,
it
Let
together.
me be Raw.
I can't keep it together. Audio listeners, be glad you're watching.
We're not
Be
sorry.
glad you're listening.
We talking about horror movies. It gets crazy.
All right, Bianca Belair, 1-on-1 with Io Sky. Bianca gets the win. Then Bailey challenges her to a ladder match, which
Yep.
Bianca accepts, and that's where we're going at Extreme Rules.
Yep.
And as of right now, I think this is Bailey winning,
I think Bailey too.
and I think they add somebody new to her faction.
I hope Billy does one, honestly.
I do too.
It's time.
Time for a change.
I mean,
Or Bliss could, or one of Bianca's chicks turn on her,
There we go.
like Asuka, like throws her off the ladder, or Alexa
Going
back
I would
heel
prefer Alexa to
would
do it.
do that.
I want Alexa to do
I
it.
don't like Alexa being the henchman, so I agree with that.
Yeah.
I like that too.
It's gonna be something different.
So-
I don't think it's gonna be as cut and dry as Bailey's got her kid. People and Bailey's group is not going anywhere for a long
They're
time.
not.
So
Alexa just feels out of place in
well,
this whole thing.
She does.
It's kind of thrown together to
She
get
does.
damage control over,
Sure.
which I get, but
Yeah.
this is where they can break that off.
She's still carrying the doll. Which
I
is
know,
like, what the
really.
fuck?
It's still the number one.
I know, it's still selling merch.
Dude, it's
So
selling.
you gotta fucking
Hey,
hold that
and
shit.
watch when Bray comes back, it's gonna spike again.
It will.
I'll tell you this, not to sound creepy, but if they made that doll smell like Alexa Bliss smells, I'd fucking buy
Oh,
it.
for God's sake. You both
What
would.
if the FCC knows we exist? They didn't let
It's like Eminem. The FCC won't let me be.
I don't-
Let me be me.
Thankfully, I don't think they know who we be, so I think we're okay.
That was
That's
good.
awesome.
That
If they
was
know
good.
who we be, we're fucked.
We're screwed.
It's the internet.
I forget what episode you said something at the end, and I was like, all right, just hit it. Okay,
He's getting crazy.
yeah, it was at the end of like your 8th beer at the very end of it was like that 2-hour episode, and you were done. You said something, and I was like, just hit. It's like, goodbye.
Goodbye.
I think it's the first episode we ever closed that you sang for your regularly scheduled
Nice.
hostilities because it was like, gotta get Chuck off there.
Let's get right in my mouth. I believe that. I'm out of beer now.
We had a full circle of Seth and Dominic now teaming up to beat up Rey Mysterio,
There
which
we
was
go.
kind of funny.
I like that.
A year ago,
They never did.
He's trying
Dominic,
book his eye
yeah,
out.
and he was beating
Yeah.
and Seth, you had remember he had a SummerSlam match
Yeah,
with
fucking
Dominic.
It was like a
Yeah.
And
blood
he,
feud.
yeah, and he put him in the ropes and beat the fuck out with the kendo stick. And
Yeah.
He did.
and now
It's a blood feud,
Joining
man.
forces, yeah.
I'm digging it. I'm digging Dominic too. For
His look and
as much as
judgment,
I'm like fuck Dominic, it's like his looks better. Rhea legitimizes it,
Yep,
and
she
he
is,
just looks. He fits that role
He
better.
fits it
It's all about the
perfect.
heel, man.
Yeah.
He
He's
is.
not talking because he's not good on the mic.
No, and that's what Rhea.
And
Rhea
that's-
is good,
Rhea's doing it.
and he
for
does
him,
a lot without saying anything.
Exactly.
He'll do,
Right.
and then
Yep,
she
that's
does
it. Yep.
And that's
So-
that's Triple H saying
Yeah.
you guys can't talk because you suck
Oh,
at it.
it's-
Let
But-
Rhea do it.
So let's do it this way instead.
Yeah.
It's
Utilizing
working
it, like
perfectly.
you're better at this,
And it-
she's better at talking. Utilizing everybody's strength.
Yeah.
Actions are better than words in their scenarios, and it's way
Rhea's
better.
killing it in Judgment Day too. We said that all the time.
And like, dude, let's be honest. Let's say that wrestling isn't fake. Let's say it's fucking real. This is still going down the exact same way because if Rhea was like that, like I'm fucking going with Rhea. She's fucking hot as shit. Like, you know what I
And
mean?
she's scary, yeah.
So like,
Yeah.
it's perfect, and I love how they're talking to each other. That's perfect. And like,
She fits it.
and he doesn't because Dom can't talk right now. Like
No.
in this, it's kind of like Michael Myers. You can't
Yeah.
talk.
Can't tell.
Actions speak louder than words,
Exactly.
and it's really good.
Yep.
I'm liking it. He came down, it's like fucking patted Seth's shoulder or whatever. It's like hell yeah,
He's like, go get him.
get him,
Get him.
get my dad.
Poor Rey.
Seth won that match.
He did, but he got his ass beat afterwards, didn't he? He got jumped.
Yeah.
He did. Yeah.
Gargano and KO
That was a good
against
one.
the Alpha Academy.
That was-
Another good match.
That was
It
another good one.
showcased a lot.
It did.
And I read before that they pitched to be a tag team like 8 years ago, wherever company they were both at.
That's kind of cool.
And they never got to team up until Raw.
Like last
This-
night,
yeah,
or
Monday
2 nights
night.
ago, yeah.
And that's when Gargano was like, this is so fucking surreal. It's like, we've talked about this for, I think it said 8 years.
That's
Because
pretty
they
cool.
talked about it on
That's
Raw
crazy.
Talk. Kevin Owens was like, I've been trying to team with this guy forever. NXT, I was there. He wasn't there yet. I'm on the main roster. We didn't know where he was at. And he's like, now we're here. And Gargano's here to stay.
Oh, for sure.
Absolutely.
And I think it's going to be a fucking hot take, but I think they need to take the briefcase and give it to Johnny Gargano. And that he, not anytime soon,
Nope.
but I think Johnny Gargano should win the Money in the Bank
Yep.
and hold it for a while, because I think what you're going to see is when one of those belts do get taken from Roman, that Triple H guys, like KO
Take it.
and Cody
Makes sense.
and people like LA Knight, if
LA
that's
Knight, yep.
like you're going to
Sure.
see different champions.
Triple H
and just-
people take it.
after having the same one for 2 years, I get it. Trust me. I get it.
It's still dirty.
It's
but
boring.
We get
It's
it.
played out. We're sick of the
We-
same
we
shit.
know.
Unlike WWE, we're not writing this shit.
Yeah,
We're not.
I understand that part, but this could be a fun way to, when you get one belt off of him, then there you go.
Sure.
And I think Gargano, in theory, it's got to be a stipulation. I think the briefcase could be the stipulation.
I do
But
too.
having 2 ladder matches in one night, too, is kind of
Yeah.
redundant. So I
Yeah.
don't think Triple H will do that.
Well, the time is coming because he has to cash in. And when's Money in the Bank? Like January?
No.
That's not right.
That's the Rumble.
Right.
July.
That's not
July.
right.
Wrong J month.
That was close. You know, letters are the same. I don't fucking know. But the time is coming to where Roman has been champion for this long. So will Austin lose the belt or lose the briefcase, or will he cash in successfully?
He'll probably end up catching it successfully. I just don't think nothing's going to happen between now and Mania. I really
Oh
don't.
no, not at all.
I don't
He's
either.
he's walking
I mean, if
in
they
and
want to
walking out.
get
Man,
one belt off of him, I look forward to seeing how that's done.
Yeah, I do too.
I mean, this will be his 3rd Mania in a row that he's walked in as champion, and he's walking out champion. He ain't. The Rock's not beating Roman Reigns for the belt.
No.
He's not. Nope.
And we all agree it's going to be The Rock, right?
It's gonna be The Rock.
But they have to get a belt off of him before the Rumble, because if they don't, The Rock has to win the Rumble.
Well, then we got, let's say that they don't do any of that. Then we got two people that have the opportunity, Money in the Bank and the Rumble winner, to go after the champion.
Unless you fucking do, like we said last week, Roman defends the belt night one, defends the belt both nights.
Probably will.
What if The Rock wins the Rumble?
That would be.
It'd be
Josh should be happy.
absolutely be terrible. He did in 2013.
Yep.
But let's say he wins the Rumble and Austin Theory cashes in to make it a triple threat.
That's so stupid.
It would be the worst.
It would be god awful. Yeah. We can make it any worse.
But it is a
I thought
possibility.
my idea of having Cena beat Theory at Mania for the career versus briefcase and have Cena cash in on The Rock, get the 17th title, and then defend it against what the fuck was it? Oh, defend it on Monday on Raw against the Fiend and lose after just to get the 17th title was a bad idea.
Right.
God damn it.
That just made it worse.
No.
But it could happen.
You know what's funny? Triple H,
It could.
there's a couple things in WWE that, like, when Triple H came in, he's probably like, oh, shit, Vince got me in a pickle.
Right, man, absolutely.
It's like, I think they're high on Theory still.
Sure.
I just think Triple H probably like, damn it, I wish he wasn't Money in the Bank.
Mhm.
Like, I wish, like, I wouldn't have gave it to him. Like,
He,
I can't believe Roman, like, he's like, how the fuck do I do this? I'm fucking up what's been. One of the few things Vince has done well
Yep.
is the Roman Reigns character is
It is.
He built
it's
it.
at the highest
built
level
it.
that it's
Oh,
ever
it
been
is.
at right now.
Yep.
Sure.
Anybody that gets a pinfall over Roman Reigns, look what Sami Zayn, he was already good.
Yep.
But like since his integration of the bloodline and his interaction with Roman, dude, when he turns, he's gonna be a fucking
I think Sammy really is keeping this shit going.
yeah,
is,
like
yeah,
well,
he
yeah,
is.
but like him and Roman working together,
It's
and
fun.
like that segment Friday just shows like the chemistry's all the Jay shit. It's great. But when
Without
Sammy
that
goes
aspect,
babyface,
it'd be boring.
oh my god, when he goes babyface and his music hits and the part that cuts off the singing part goes away and you can
Yeah.
actually sing again. I don't know. It's going to be a huge pop.
Yep.
Mhm.
Can't argue. Sami Zayn is dude. That dude's golden.
He
And
is.
like that's why I was really happy. We talked about like 17 times in the past, but like when him and KO both re-signed, is
Mhm.
like they understand. And I feel like Triple H tells them that because he had his own problems back in the day. Just keep going.
Mhm.
The storm will pass.
Yep.
Just keep going. And the storm has passed. You know, the storm's gone. Vince's crazy brain is gone. So it's cool.
Yep.
It's happy. Everything's positive now. Love it.
More positivity. We had another return Monday on Raw.
We did.
Candace.
Candice
And
LeRae.
Josh and I was just talking about her when she did.
Well, when
happened to
Gargano
debut.
came
Yep.
back,
Yep. Me and him was talking Monday.
it's like, well, I guess we know where she's going to go.
She's gonna come. Yep. She'll be back.
And
There
she
she
never
is.
was on the main roster yet. I mean,
Nope.
they had a kid. She let her contract expire. That's why Gargano took time away.
Yep.
I'm not sure I knew she was never on the main roster. I know her name pretty well.
Yeah, she was in XC. She
Yep,
never
she
did
was
come
in
up to the
NXT.
main roster
All right.
that I remember, at least.
I know it freaked out fucking ASH.
Yeah. And it looks like she's about to
Yep.
go back to Psycho Nikki because she took her mask off
Yep, she
after the
did.
thing and threw it.
I
So
like
She
it.
did.
all
She's
these
better.
little tweaks they're making are
Yeah.
really
Yeah,
like,
I like
all
it.
right, Triple H probably, look, it worked. You was champion. Like,
But it's
now let's get you back to the badass I hired.
what you used to
Because
be.
she was in NXT with Sanity.
Yeah,
So
Sanity
there you
was.
go.
She fit perfectly. In
So like,
Sanity.
but
I
if you
remember
think
that.
about the Raw's women division before SummerSlam,
Yeah.
it's like, oh my God, we have 3 people. Now you got Bianca.
Yep.
You'll eventually have Becky.
Yep.
Now you got Bailey, Io, Dakota Kai, fucking Raquel Rodriguez, fucking Candice LeRae,
Candace, yep.
Nikki Cross. I think we're gonna get her back.
I hope so.
You still got Doudrop. You still got Dana Brooke. Alexa.
Yep.
I mean,
Oscar.
you're stacked. The
It's
Raw's
loaded.
women's division
It's
is
getting
stacked now.
Loaded.
stacked big time.
And
Big time.
that she beat Nikki ASH, I
She
think
did.
still her name, yeah.
Yep.
Candice LeRae, and she showed no fucking ring rust. All her moves were crisp, and you can't tell that she hasn't wrestled in like a year and a
You
half
can't tell.
because she wasn't really wrestling a lot in
And
NXT.
she just had a baby and she's still fucking ripped.
Yeah.
Like, what
Oh,
the
dude,
fuck?
yeah, and she's smoking hot. Like,
Yeah.
like I was like, holy shit, that's Candice LeRae. And I didn't even turn around. I heard the music.
And what did you look at me and say?
And-
I love purple hair. That's
Oh,
what Josh
yeah.
said.
I
Yeah.
like it. I dig
She's
it.
like, her hair is purple. I was like, I love purple hair now.
So Vince said too, like, how
So we
much?
had her too. Where are all these bitches hiding?
Why am I not watching the product anymore? Fuck.
What the fuck is NXT?
There could be so many more.
What is
I have so many millions. It'd be
Hunter,
fine.
are you cock blocking me?
Right. Fucking Christ.
She's married. They never stopped me before. Send her in my office.
Oh, for God's sake.
Candace, Candy, same thing.
Keep your hands up. All right.
Oh, jeez. So
Reminds me of the Fiend match with Cena. He's like, damn it, keep your hands up, little puppet.
Yeah. Get the non-disclosure ready. Anyway.
Oh, boy.
Oh, geez.
Anyway, that reminds me of Burt Wonderstone.
Yeah.
Where he's like, sign this. And it's like, it's fucking like from here to the ground. And she's like, that's a lot of positions.
Oh my God.
And it's Steve Carell, so it's fucking amazing.
Steve Carell's
That
fucking
was-
You
that
cannot
was
put
funny.
Steve Carell, Olivia Wilde, and Jim Carrey in a movie and not be great.
Right,
That's
it was
fucking
really good.
fact.
I liked it. It
But,
was
uh,
good.
Great
It's
return.
Yeah, it was
And
good.
they got it past the journalists, too, both times. And Canada.
Yep, they did.
Nobody leaked Gargano's return.
Nope.
And nobody had a fucking clue Candice LeRae was coming
No, we
back.
didn't know.
No,
Nope.
And she
That's
got
the
the
best
backstage thing with Bailey, which they have long history with.
Yep.
Yep.
And she takes on Dakota Kai next week on Raw. So
And
the
they have history of
Garganos are
NXT.
on fucking Raw. And it warms my heart to see these NXT people like
Yeah.
doing like this is what NXT is supposed to do.
Yep.
You get your feet wet, and then you go to the main roster.
That's
when
what
you're
you
ready.
do.
These guys were all ready. So instead of spending all that money and time and TV air and all that shit into their talent and then firing them for no reason, now they're putting them on NXT. Triple H said, "Hey, Elias, go get your fucking beard back when you're ready.
We'll
We're
bring
gonna
it.
get that Elias character."
It
has
did work,
so
though.
much. It did, but it was not going to work long term.
You're right.
No, it
But-
wasn't.
Eventually, it's like, okay, when KO, like when he feuds with somebody else, it's going to be stupid. KO made that work
Right.
because he's like, "You're fucking Elias." I can't wait till Elias comes back. KO's like,
You're
"Where's Ezekiel?
yeah, you're Ezekiel.
Are you
You
Elrod or
you
Elias?"
liar.
I hope Ezekiel comes back and or not Ezekiel. I'm sorry. Yeah, Ezekiel. I hope
Oh,
Ezekiel.
dude.
I hope Ezekiel comes back and just beats the fuck out of Kevin Owens.
Dude, that Elias character has so much potential.
It did.
Oh, absolutely.
And
It
it
did.
was so over,
They-
and Vince didn't use it.
No,
And
they
Elias
didn't.
is kind of like the guy Vince would love. Like he's a
Yeah.
bigger dude. He's ripped.
You would
Yeah.
think.
He's multi-talented.
Yeah.
He
Like,
is talented.
He does shit outside of WWE, like his music. Like
Mhm.
I think that's the beard. I think the beard got him fucking off
did.
base. Like he likes ripped, clean shaven guys.
well,
and
he's
it's
about
like,
to come back looking like Sami Zayn, and I can't wait for it because
He's-
Elias will be back at some
Talent.
point.
He
What if the
will.
white? I was thinking earlier. What if the White Rabbit's something stupid like?
Yep.
No, what if the White Rabbit's like Leo Rush came back,
Oh, for
to,
God's
like be with
sakes.
Lashley, or like
That'd
something
be pretty
really
bad.
dumb that the internet would like freak the
Right.
fuck out.
I kind of hope that too. Like, yeah, I said the other day. Like,
What if the
on
White
Facebook,
Rabbit's
they'd be
Adam
really fucking
Rose?
Funny. Yeah, it'd be,
Adam
it'd be
Rose.
fucking funny.
Because he had the bunny and
You're right.
like
I just want to see the reaction of the internet.
it's like when Brodus Clay, they kept showing Vignettes him being a monster and he came out dancing. Remember,
I remember
Brodus
that.
Clay?
Yeah.
Like the Vignettes were him destroy. He's gonna kill people.
Yeah.
Then he
Yeah.
came out funk. It's like, what the fuck is this?
Speaking
What
about beers, for Elias, it doesn't take that long to grow a big beer back.
no,
A couple of
he'll
months.
be back soon.
So I'm
He's
Yeah.
been out for about a month now.
yeah, so maybe like 2 or 3 more months.
And his hair.
He had a pretty big bushy.
Well, I don't think.
you put that in a fucking
I guess
tie.
it's got to be timing.
Well,
Yeah.
sure.
Maybe the Rumble.
Has to make sense. The Rumble could be good. Yeah,
He
that
could-
beer would be back by
Hello,
now.
that's Elias, and
Yeah.
he's just on
Starts
stage.
singing.
Yeah,
He's singing.
Like that's how he goes down to the ring while he's singing.
not Kevin Owens in the ring. He's like, "Hey,
That'd be cool.
you know what you did to my brother, you son of a bitch," or something like that.
Yeah.
And he sings a
Yeah.
song about KO, runs down, gets thrown
Well,
out.
just because he was that strength, and so KO's in the ring at the Rumble,
Yeah,
and then that
yeah.
fucking string, the zing.
Yeah, him and KO got history. Remember, they got all that
Yeah.
massive heat in
Yeah.
Seattle.
They did.
They have history of all that. Yeah, that'd be. I think the Rumble will be perfect,
That would be
and that beard will be back by then. I mean, it has
Yeah.
to be.
Oh,
That's,
dude.
that's still.
And some of the matches we're getting on TV are ridiculous. We had AJ Styles versus Sami Zayn on Raw,
That's pretty
That
cool.
was a
and
good
it
was a good
wasn't.
match.
And it wasn't the main event.
Nope, it wasn't.
And it was a really good match.
It was really
and
good.
Solo showed that he's a fucking badass.
He's a
He
He
tank.
picked up Styles, and I thought he threw him through the fucking floor.
He did.
Like
Poor
because the camera
Styles.
view of seeing it showed it from like the outside of the ring, so you couldn't see the floor.
Yep.
But goddamn, he slammed him down.
And then
Yeah.
he
And
even.
Styles sells like he's a professional.
Sure.
Like Styles a fucking legend in
He
wrestling.
is,
So
he is. Yep.
when he slammed to the ground, nobody sells better than people that actually know what the fuck they're doing.
Right.
And Styles is perfect for that. And Solo, he just looks like a badass.
Even
Even when he
he's gonna
attacked
be-
Ricochet, his attack on Ricochet looked fucking hard hitting. Like,
Yeah, and
Jesus.
they got to get him over without doing too much. And he's not done a lot.
just
He helped Roman win.
being the shit out of people.
Yeah,
He's doing
that's
it.
his job, the enforcer. The family sent him down, which kind of lame, but like it
I
makes
thought
sense.
I thought that the elders was pretty fucking lame. I will say that.
I don't know.
But
And if you're nitpicking, that would probably be mine too.
I thought it was kind of lame.
But overall, the segment was so good that I don't even care.
It was
That
good.
segment Friday was amazing.
I liked it, especially when Sammy started talking. I was like, "Fuck yeah, dude!"
When he grabbed the mic, I was like, "Hold on a second." See, because I thought it was over for Roman, for him there,
I did
because he
too.
stopped it and he interrupted Paul
Tore his shirt
at the
off.
press conference. He interrupted Paul,
Yep.
and
He brought it
he
up.
said something dumb
He
too.
did. Yep.
Because Roman was just like, so he's like, "You don't interrupt the wise man."
He
And
did.
it's like, "Oh shit." He's like, "What do you even want, Sammy?" Like, what are you
What-
doing?
What do you want?
Why are
He's
you
like-
talking right now?
He's like, "Why are you here? Like, what? Why are you wearing our shirt? I never want to see you wear. Take that shirt off, Jay." And then, dude, I
I'm
was
like, "You're
oh my
done."
God.
But Sammy takes all of the hits,
He
so
did.
it's like
Sammy's the man. Yeah. See, in the back of my mind, because I guess I'm a quick thinker, I was like, Roman just told him he was like great, and like, why? It doesn't even make sense he'd switch because he just took a bro kick or a fucking Claymore, and I was like, WWE got me. I don't like one part of Triple H is it makes me think too much because
He's good at it.
He thinks like the White Rabbit's like
Yep.
driving me insane.
He's
And it's
smart.
driving a lot of people insane.
It
Now it's like,
is,
oh my
yeah.
God, there's merch. Who is it?
Yep.
Anyway, that was a good match. And Riddle and
It
Priest.
was good. Very
And
good.
this warms my heart as an NXT fan because these two guys were built up on NXT.
They were.
And
Yep.
now look at them both being very
at
successful
them.
as singles
Yep.
competitors on the main
Doing good.
roster.
They are.
Riddle is great. He's showing an edge now.
He
Sure.
is. Yep.
And he's sick of fucking Seth shit is
He
why.
is sick
And I
of
think
it,
he's
yep.
going to beat Seth in the fight pit.
I do.
oh, I think so.
I
I
do too.
really
That's
do.
his
They
match.
gave Seth the match at whatever
The
fucking
last one,
Tariff, right? Tariff.
Yeah,
The
Yep.
fucking what was
The
it?
England-
Clash at the Castle.
yeah. The one in England.
It's Riddle's time.
So it's Riddle's turn. And
for him to
look,
win.
if you're going to use the fight pit as Riddle's match, he probably needs
Has
to
to
win
win.
one.
He needs to
So
win one,
He's
yeah.
0-1.
He needs
but-
to win.
Very cool video of the fight pit on Raw, and when you see it, you're gonna be like, "Holy, what the fuck?" Because I'm sure they're probably adding some shit to
They'll
it
do
too.
some shit. Yeah,
But it was a pretty wild design.
It was.
it was.
So very good match.
It
And
was
then
good.
Edge came back.
Edge came back out of
And,
nowhere.
beat
Yep.
the fuck
We
out
knew
of
he was
everybody.
coming back.
I didn't
at
know
some
he
point.
was not. I didn't know he was gone.
They took him out with he did the coup de grace on the chair onto his surgically repaired leg.
That was like a couple weeks ago, I guess.
Yeah.
I
2 or
haven't
3 weeks ago.
I haven't
We
watched.
knew he was coming back at some point.
This is last week was the first week I
I'm just
watched
glad he came
since
back.
the
Yeah, me
castle.
because
Not this match.
there was a guy on Twitter that was talking about how Edge could be the White Rabbit, and I was like, "Oh no!"
Oh God. no.
Like,
Was it during his match with Dominic? Is that when that went down
Yeah.
a couple
Yep.
weeks ago? Okay. Who won that match?
nobody.
Nobody.
They beat the
DQ.
fuck out of Edge.
Gotcha.
And then so Riddle got the win, and then he got his ass beat until Edge came out and cleared the ring and challenged Balor to an I Quit match at Extreme Rules, which the crowd erupted for.
They
Yeah.
went
First
nuts.
time ever.
Yep.
Yeah, so talk about long-term storytelling.
There we go.
Sorry, Chuck, I know you hate it. But if you go back to when Edge won the Rumble, he went to NXT
Mhm.
because he was figuring
I
out
remember.
which title he wants to
I
win.
remember.
Balor was
And
NXT
Balor was the
champion.
champion,
I
and he
remember.
said
Mhm.
Yeah, I watched their confrontation.
he told him,
Yep.
if it's not now, we will meet later.
And there we go.
God, and here we are, like tying all these loose ends up.
Yep.
Triple H is a smart motherfucker.
Well, that's a coincidence.
no, I don't know.
No, that's a coincidence.
I don't know.
I mean, it has to be.
Look, he could fight Rhea Ripley in an I Quit match. They don't have to be Balor. Rhea's out there beating up all the guys.
Good for her.
It's a coincidence, not really a coincidence. He was saying that you're that damn good. We're gonna meet down the line, and now is that time. They were like, we're gonna draw this out until 3 years from now. But it was just, of course, it's gonna happen because they're both fucking phenomenal, and that's good. You know,
Mhm.
it's interesting. It's interesting that that happened, and then a couple of years later, right now, Balor is leading a stable that Edge started
Mhm.
and then got kicked out of. You know, it's
Dude, Vince getting fucking taken out of the company could not happen faster enough.
it was the best thing
They
for the
were
business.
spiraling
Best for
so
business.
fast.
They were.
They were.
It was
for no
embarrassing.
fuck, and they just started.
They did.
They were.
like,
It was bad.
Now
dude.
they're over as fuck.
Yep.
They're you could say they're a dominant faction. I do
No,
think
they're absolutely dominant fact.
I don't. I think Styles will eventually join.
Edge was mad that that
think he
because
would,
it
too.
kind of sucks. Like, you know, if Vince would have like got called out for his shit like 3 months prior, Edge would still be the leader of it.
Yeah.
you know,
Probably.
but
Exactly.
Yeah, I know there's some things Triple H acquired, like, oh God, Rousey's not over. She was over when I fucking booked the
I
shit.
mean the whole thing.
Roman's got the title pictures are crowded. The NXT title picture is pretty fucking clear. Oh, this faction ain't over. Well, all my factions are fucking Undisputed Era was pretty fucking over. It's like
It
he's
was
probably
over,
sitting in his
yeah.
office like,
Yep.
fix like it's like you get a test back and you have all those X's.
Sure.
It's like correct
Sorry.
it and you'll get full credit. And he's looking through all the X's like
How do we fix
these are
it?
pretty big problems to fix.
And we can't do it.
Our
in
women's
one night.
division has not. We don't even have enough women competitors to do the Royal Rumble match
Exactly.
without going to Impact and taking Mickey James back.
And you
That is
can't-
an issue.
And
That
you
is
can't
an
do it in
issue.
one night. You have to make it because it's still a storytelling show.
Yeah, and they're like, Vince, use the NXT chicks. What the fuck is that? It's
Right.
like
Next, I don't know what that means.
it lost to AEW. Cancel it.
Like that. Fucking exactly. You mean 2.0? We had colors. That's fine.
Oh boy,
Good Raw.
it was good.
I enjoyed Raw.
Raw was good. SmackDown was good. I haven't watched NXT yet.
It
I
is
will not
good.
be watching Dynamite.
Yeah.
I did watch
Oh.
MJF's interview, and the dude is hilarious.
He is
Sure.
hilarious.
He
He's on the
interviewed
mic.
us a
He's
couple
good.
places I saw.
He'll be in WWE in 5 years.
He
Less
will.
than. Less than.
Yeah.
Probably 3. Probably
And
2.
then
3 at most.
not much else.
Nope.
That's it.
I'm trying to think of any other fucking see if anything's crossed the line since we went on the air. But I think the Michael Cole thing was like the most relevant news of the day.
Oh, I did want to say, I texted you guys earlier. Kevin Owens Swanton bomb.
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit.
Kevin Owens does too much crazy shit for a dude that size.
But
He
like
does.
exactly, but like, dude, it was perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was like better than like arguably the same or better than Jeff Hardy's, and he's that size. Like holy
Mhm.
shit! I watched. I was like, I can't believe that. Holy shit!
All right.
Yeah, it was awesome.
He was.
So across the news wire, Goldberg has 0 matches on his WWE contract. So he's just on a Legends deal right now.
Yeah,
So
get paid,
the-
bro.
There is a potential that he goes to Saudi, cuts a promo, and the returning Bray Wyatt annihilates him.
I hope that's not
and-
the case though. I just want to see Bray before Saudi. So I'm not gonna
No,
watch
no, I
Saudi.
think we're going to see him before.
Okay, that would be okay.
But like
then.
it could be like his thing before, where like he just attacked the king and then he attacked.
Gotcha.
Like then he's like
He just takes vengeance,
right,
rectifies the past.
rectifying. Like
Right.
the Fiend
Random
character did a
people.
good job at that, but
He
like
does.
he could keep that going.
He did beat John Cena.
Who killed me? You did. Take out Goldberg.
Ooh,
'Cause the Goldberg.
good fucking point. Who killed the world? Or what? Oh, I
Yeah,
like
there
that.
we go.
Good point.
Because
Good
remember,
point.
that was his issue with Cena. He's
Right.
like, you beat me at Mania,
30.
and I got to rectify that.
Yep.
And then Cena, being the amazing guy he is,
Sure.
they said, "What's your favorite match in WWE?" He's like, "Dude,
Bray
is it
Wyatt's
crazy." Out of all the thousands and thousands of matches they had, he's like, the Firefly Funhouse might have been my favorite match. And he's like, it wasn't even really a match. He's
It
like,
was-
but making it was so cool.
I bet.
But
And he's like, I didn't really have to do anything.
he's an actor now, so it makes
He
sense.
said that Bray
Yeah.
had like everything, right? He's the NWO thing was Bray's like he's
Nice.
like, dude, his mind just
Yeah.
right. Like Triple H
Yep.
said that interview. He's like, his mind's weird.
That's why
But
Vince
it's a
didn't
good
like him.
weird.
That's
It's a
why Vince
good
didn't like
weird.
him.
Vince is like, he's
weird.
smarter than me.
Yeah,
Get him out of here.
exactly. Exactly.
Call Goldberg.
He's like, I can't even have sex with
I,
him.
I was gonna put him over. Now you're losing. One jackhammer.
You're fired.
I want to ask you, does the ROH World Heavyweight Championship mean anything more to you?
Jericho
Now
won it.
that,
Jericho has it.
Chris Jericho won it.
Now listen.
Okay.
I know why they did that. It's a business reason. They're probably trying to get a TV deal, trying to probably get eyes on the
Yeah,
product.
probably.
Yeah,
And Jericho's
probably.
the biggest name in their roster, so it makes
Poor
sense.
Cesaro.
Yeah,
product
poor guy.
wise.
Yeah, poor Cesaro.
He
That-
wins the title,
I
has it
know.
for like 3 weeks, and then loses it in his first defense.
Now,
They did.
that was me being the business sense, which you have to blah blah blah.
Yeah.
That being
Yeah.
said, in my opinion, it's still fucking stupid,
It is.
and
It
it's
is.
not needed.
It's
and
not,
y-
no.
if your product is good enough, people will want to watch it regardless. Cesaro was fucking awesome, or you can put it on somebody else, Adam Page or whoever the fuck you want to put it on.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be Jericho. We're what 3 years in now,
Mhm.
And they still ain't got nobody relevant enough to put a belt on.
so
like that.
Jericho's the fucking guy, I guess.
'Cause
Like,
the Ring of Honor heavyweight title is a mid card title in AEW.
It is.
which is a joke because Ring of Honor was prestigious in itself.
It was. He should have.
Um,
He should have bought it. I don't blame him for buying it.
No,
but
he should have
He
bought it.
should have waited to like when Ring of Honor when he could actually relaunch it on another night.
Mhm.
Then you bring all these titles.
No, I
Like
agree.
I don't understand why a guy's carrying around the Ring of Honor. What the fuck is the pure championship? Like pure, like the water, like the shit that the Maximum Male models dump on each other.
do they call
Pure-
it? They call it pure.
Yeah, the
I don't know
pure-
that. I don't know
They
ROH
do.
pure champion.
what that means.
I think Samoa
That's-
Joe just lost it.
That's embarrassing.
did. Joe
Like,
just
the
lost.
TV championship, which
Yeah.
is a cool belt in WCW. But like, if the company doesn't exist,
Over-
and you have titles for it.
Like 30
the
years
title,
ago,
like-
right? Like,
like, you don't have. It's like WWE. Like, I'm the WWE champion. Well, WWE's been canceled for 7 years, bro. It's like, why wrestle for AEW? It's like that just doesn't make sense
They
to me.
don't.
I get that he's like, oh, Ring of Honor, let's do it. The biggest show ever. AEW, Rampage, ROH, Night 72.
yeah, dude,
Hashtag need more cocaine. Like
I can't argue with any of that.
No,
that's
we
what he
can't.
does. But
It's
like
silly, man.
you're
He does.
overusing titles that don't matter.
Exactly.
Oh, they matter. Well,
They don't.
Chris Jericho's the champion. It matters. Well, unfortunately,
my
in
God.
this case, it's a rare. It doesn't because the company don't even exist.
It really doesn't.
It don't.
Chris Jericho's just like, oh, you want to put a belt on me? How much more money do I make? Oh, okay.
Right.
I mean, and that, I mean,
Like,
that's,
do I have to do anything else? Chris Jericho ain't even supposed to be there right now
I
because
know.
CM Punk's bullshit.
no, not CM Punk's bullshit in this case. That was Omega and Young Bucks bullshit because they charged the fucking locker room.
Well,
They started that
I
fight.
would have beat Punk's ass too. Look, I blame Punk for all. If Punk doesn't sit there and talk shit, they have no reason to come attack him.
Well,
So,
if they were grown-ups and they were professionals, they would go talk to him anyway.
I don't consider CM Punk a fucking grown up.
I don't consider Young Bucks or Omega.
Okay, well, the
grown-ups.
child fought.
They all showed.
One
they
child,
all
one
they're
child
all
got
sitting
sent home for good. The
Yeah.
other three are grounded.
I really like how all four are like not missed at all. It cracks me up.
No,
not.
and they're not mentioned. And like
Nobody
you know what's
misses
funny? I don't even know who the trio champions are now.
I don't
Who
either.
got it? The fucking Neville's group,
Yep.
I
They
sure
did.
Death
whatever.
Triangle.
Are
Death Triangle.
Are they
Yep.
still interim?
Yeah.
No, that's not interim.
They
They just took it.
Oh, they took it.
Yeah,
All right.
It's
I don't know.
Death
I
Triangle.
mean,
yeah, that's a.
you know,
I don't
it
fucking
is
know.
it is funny to make fun of them and how shitty their fucking booking is because they have interim titles all the time. They only do have one right now, and it's the women's one because Thunder Rosa is still hiding in the back.
Okay, they have one right now, but they have two overall,
No,
which is still embarrassing. Well, because the heavyweight was at one point
Oh,
in
yeah.
interim, so that's still a weird
it's not
thing.
now.
But two overall, one currently.
Oh, their world title picture is a fucking mess.
It's a fucking
It
joke.
is-
like,
it
you
is a
have-
mess.
You put the belt on Punk, he loses it, then he wins it right back.
Yep.
I fucking
And
had
then-
a TV show.
No,
like,
first, sorry, he got hurt,
oh my foot hurts.
then disappeared for a while to recover.
And he didn't
Then
give
they
it
put
up.
the
My
interim
foot,
belt
guys. My
on
foot hurts.
Moxley.
Yep.
Wild Thing still sucks as a theme song, by the way. I'm over it too.
Wild
oh,
Things.
Hey, baby.
Yeah, that's silly.
Hey, baby. John, CM Punk's the most overrated performer of all time.
I disagree with
Your
that.
boy Moxley is the most overrated wrestler right now.
Hey, I like.
I disagree with
Moxley.
that too. But I hate Wild
Because-
Things. Wild Things is stupid.
Well, I'll leave my reasoning for next week because I listened to the top superstar in AEW, MJF, when I interviewed earlier.
Can
He
argue
brought
that.
up some pretty good points.
Can
And
argue
it's
that.
not the cheap, you're the third best man in your group
No, sure,
points
sure.
either. Like, they're legit points.
It's opinions.
But
I can't argue
anyway,
that.
then Moxley loses to Punk.
Mhm.
And then the same night, Punk gets sent home.
Yeah, he
And then
does.
2 weeks later, we see a Monday Night Raw match from 2015. You see Dean Ambrose versus Daniel Bryan. And then Dean Ambrose wins.
What's
I'm
gonna
sorry,
happen in
John
professional
Moxley.
wrestling?
Yeah.
And now he's champion again,
He
but
is.
he's supposed to be on vacation.
He's supposed to
And
be.
so is Jericho. But
Right.
Khan called them like, hey, dude, like, I just lost 4 people.
How embarrassing is it that your
Yeah.
top 4 guys right now,
These are your homegrown guys.
Ca-
No,
and
not
they-
even, Punk's not homegrown.
3 of the 4
Yeah,
are
but 3 are like EVPs.
Right.
These are the guys running
Yeah.
your company.
professionals?
Yep.
Yeah.
You got your 4 top guys, 3 of which are executive levels, fucking fist fighting in the locker room.
Yeah.
That's fucking
And Kenny
embarrassing.
just came back not too long ago.
So he
too.
did.
He did.
It's fucking
He
embarrassing.
just got they waited
He just
to do
returned.
the trios
Yeah.
tournament for when he healed so they could win it.
it's
Yeah,
fucking embarrassing.
That was.
And that's why like
Mhm.
everybody's wrong in my opinion.
And didn't they just make Hangman? Is it Hangman the number one contender or something now?
Mhm.
I couldn't tell you.
So they put the guy that started all this shit.
Yep.
Well, because he pissed Punk off.
Oh.
Now he's getting a title shot.
Because he's
Yeah.
doing an interview to put himself over. I want to take advice from the old guys. And CM Punk's gonna cry and bitch and moan about it. Like, what the shut the fuck
Mhm.
up, bro? Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's embarrassing.
It
like
is.
all of them are wrong. CM Punk shouldn't have gone off like that.
No, he should.
The EVPs should be professionals and not
Yeah.
go bombard a locker room because of course you all want to fight each other. Like that's what it's
Save it for a wrestling ring.
grow
not-
the fuck up.
man up. I'll say it.
Grow up. Be adults. Be adults who are running a company.
Yeah.
You can't do it. They
They
can't
can't
do
do
it. You know who doesn't get in fistfights backstage? Triple H.
Exactly.
Just doesn't. I mean, granted, he's had some pull his whole entire career. Sure, we could argue, we could show the differences all day long if you want to. But the fact is, that doesn't happen in WWE.
They
And
don't.
if it does happen, we don't fucking know about it.
All right.
We do know about
yeah,
it.
I
In
mean,
AEW.
you'll read dirt sheet shit, but
Sure.
it doesn't go as public as this.
Exactly.
And when they asked Tony Khan, hey, do you think those post media things are bad? He's like, oh no, I don't see why you would say
Oh,
that.
for God's
It's like
sakes.
you not just see what happened. Like they asked him if he's going
Right.
to stop. He's like, I don't know why we would. It's like like
You idiot.
the Jaguars win 2 games in a row, and you think you're inevitable. like
I mean, it's true. That's fucking true.
everybody's like, "Ah, Jaguars." It's like no, that like "R." The only time you should make that sound is when like your dealer don't call you back when you're out of that white powder shit you need.
No, man. It's like, I've listened to Jericho's
Like,
podcast
he's
still, and he says things that I just don't believe he truly believes.
No,
he says it.
He
'cause
overhypes
He has to.
every episode of. It's in the Wrestle Buddy fucking group chat or some shit. I was like, dude, me and Chuck say it. We say this every episode of our stage. Every episode of Dynamite is some kind of fucking big jamboree. It's like every week, it's the greatest episode in history. The greatest. Like he says it every fucking week. Yep. It's like he does. Eventually, the diehards like Kevin and fucking Travis then have to be like, oh my god, dude. Okay, we get it. It gets annoying at some point. Dynamite, Fighter Fest, dude. Quake by the Lake was the fucking worst one. Like, I don't even know how you come up with that. Quake by the Lake. Quake by the Lake.
Does it rhyme?
The first dance. The first dance is a document series about Michael Jordan on Netflix. Yeah, that is the only thing First Dance is attached to. Yeah. Except the random episode of Dynamite where Orange Cassidy beats Chris Jericho. Like, okay. Like, Rampage. Fighter Fest, Night 13. Like, it went on for like a month.
I watched the first Fighter Fest and I enjoyed it. Like, I think that's where the fucking Street Fighter gimmick comes from.
You know how they said, AEW is so much better. They're only going to do like 5 pay-per-views. Well, you know what? They do 5 pay-per-views that they charge $60 for. But they do a fucking special event. Yeah. 40 out of the 52 weeks of the year. A couple of the weeks they don't put it. Like tonight's Dynamite, there ain't even like nobody's like.
I think it truly does show that Tony Khan just does not know what the fuck he's doing.
No, he's a little kid at heart.
Yeah. Yes, he's a child.
He's not a business.
Before we wrap up, let me pull up Dynamite's preview.
Not only is he a child, I'm going to say this right now, he still has curly hair. I know that he's older than me and I'm bald, and he still has hair that can curl because that's fucking cool, right?
Looks like
he's still a pussy bitch. Yeah, I said it.
He looks like Corey Matthews. Like he grew up.
he fucking does, though.
He does.
He's a skinny Corey Matthews.
He looks like Corey Matthews as if he grew up to become a child predator.
But do you know what Corey Matthews did?
We didn't even bring up Paige returning.
Yeah, Paige returning.
That's where AEW's at. That Paige,
very forgettable.
Look, Paige.
Soraya, that's her name.
Paige.
Soraya.
Yep.
No, I would never call her that.
That's her.
We actually did talk about Paige earlier tonight.
We did.
But it wasn't about this.
No.
She made, I'd say it's the biggest mistake of your career, but you've made 2 of those before, so it's the 3rd biggest mistake of your career.
I mean, I don't think
you should have went back to WWE.
Well, she was let go, wasn't she?
A long time ago. Like when everybody else did. No, actually, she didn't even get let go. She let her contract expire.
Oh, well, fair enough.
She didn't want to resign.
Did she have an injury?
But Triple H had reached out to her, but she chose to come here.
She did.
So you made your bed. I mean, we already know there's multiple people in it, but try to get some sleep after those. After you take that pounding, Sarita, whatever the fuck your name is.
That was a good one.
All right. So I liked her movie with The Rock.
If you want the website, I'll put it in the comments.
That was pretty funny.
Pornhub.
That's Pornhub.com, bro.
/
Page.
/
You know the whole fucking thing. You got that shit memorized.
WWE Women's Title Uncovered.
Oh, God.
Midnight Madness.
WWE Superstar permanently stains championship belt.
Oh, for God's sake.
They had to get a new one. They had to go from the Divas to the Women's.
Yeah, because how weird is it when Alexa Bliss kisses the title and she's like, what is this? It tastes like Brad Maddox. I don't know. It's got a little chicken flavor. It might be Xavier Woods. Like,
ooh, now we're getting canceled.
Oh, shit.
That's disgusting.
I was going to say it was, why is it still sticky? But yeah.
I knew we were going with that. It just hit me.
It's a new day. Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
That's disgusting.
All right. Anyway.
Paige has been more ran through than the state of Florida today.
Oh, for God's sake.
I like Paige.
I guess she's never coming on the show.
She's not.
Oh, she's coming. Never mind. So.
You come on this show.
I feel like.
We don't need a trio.
You guys got me crying. Oh.
I mean, Vince probably
Listen,
gets
Saraya, I'll quote Bone Thugs and Harmony. I'll break your neck. Like, it'll be over for you again.
Oh,
all right, I'm done.
I heard Big E's coming back.
Yeah, Rumble.
Yeah, I like
him,
that.
Becky, Cody.
Yep.
Think of Big E's fucking.
Oh, we forgot about Big E.
Well, just think about how cool the surprises are going to be now, because they're actually going to be meaningful surprises.
Mm-hmm.
And he'll use NXT people too.
Sure. Mm-hmm. I really hope that when Big E does come back, they don't say anything, and that pop alone will be fucking huge.
Oh, no, they're not going. I think they said Rumble.
That'd be so cool if he comes out and he's fucking doing his thing.
I hope they announce 20 competitors, leave 10 wide open, and then there you go.
Like they always do.
Just that music will like be cool because it could be Kofi or Xavier, and then when he comes running out, like, dude, it'll erupt.
It's gonna go nuts.
It'll beat Rey Mysterio's last year.
Oh, dude, yeah. And I'm still shocked that was such a
his was big shock. Yeah.
But Yeah.
All right, guys, that's all we
Yeah,
have for
we're-
this evening.
Yeah, we got on the porn subject.
Before we
so
keep talking
definitely-
and saying things that are just not going to be good for anybody, hope
And
you all
I- and
enjoyed
I
the
say
show.
these things sober.
In my defense, I've been drinking like since 5.
In my defense, you should listen to episodes 1 through 49 when I was drinking during those as well, because those are something else. But that's when you met Jimmy.
I remember Jimmy.
But yeah,
Hope you all enjoyed the show. And if you didn't, again, it's on you for being here for an
Next
hour and
week.
a half later. Next
you
week,
go head to head with Bebe again
Bebe,
over.
yep.
you on your Halloween trip?
It's not even. It's not
Alright.
even wrestling related. There will be a lot of wrestling talk, obviously, but this.
You'll be seeing the same shirt twice.
You
So
can't be
Get
talking
over
shit
it.
about
Get
Halloween.
over it. Get over
Jimmy Bebe said, and I quote: "The only good Halloween movies are the ones without Michael Myers in them."
Ooh.
So
You just fucked up, bro.
he will be there to. He will be here face to face with Chuck next week for that.
You just
Face to
fucked
face
up.
with me for shitting on CM Punk and Moxley, but I'm used to it by now.
I might bring up Michael Myers. I have Michael Myers in my house right now.
Oh,
I
you
just have to
better
bring him
watch
out.
out.
Saturday, 11 a.m. I know people that say I'm not awake. I normally ain't either, but I have to get up for this. Wrestle Buddy is interviewing me. I couldn't tell you why. They just want to know. I don't know. They must be
Well,
bored.
You have a show. You do writing. Of course, they want to know who the fuck you are.
No,
Yep.
no, I don't know. It's like Paige. You made your bed. You're gonna hate it. That hour, he's gonna be like, I can't put this out.
How do we find it? How do we find that interview on
How do
Saturday?
you find it? So Wrestle Buddy streams through their Twitter.
Is it Wrestle Buddy? Is it at Wrestle Buddy?
Where's
That's my guess. I do follow him. I'm trying to follow him on Facebook.
hold on one second. That's a good idea. Let me go on Tyler's Facebook because he just did one.
I don't even fucking follow. I'm not even on Twitter.
All right,
these
they
days.
got StreamYard, so it's going to be on their Facebook.
Oh, nice.
So we're going to Wrestle Buddy on Facebook and follow it, like it, whatever it is.
I follow it and I like it.
And
I do
then you go to their Twitter, which is at Wrestle Buddy. We have the fucking link
Yeah. Let's look at the link, guys. It's right there. It's
right here. Shit.
at Wrestle_Buddy.
Damn it. Hold on. I'll make it bigger.
That's what she said. That's what Paige said.
Oh wow.
That's what Paige
yeah, well,
said.
it was a big no. She needed a couple of them. All
That's
right.
what Valdina said.
So-
Oh, going way back.
Wrestle Buddy at Wrestle_Buddy on Twitter or Wrestle Buddy, all one word, on Facebook. Let me find Tyler Peters's. It should stream through their Twitter and their Facebook.
Yep.
But if you go to the RSH Facebook page, I will share it there.
There you go.
Hey, look, he shared ours. We're live on his page.
Oh yeah.
Tyler, you post too much shit, bro.
He does.
Dude, he's all about his life.
Yeah, but Tyler does like 37 podcasts a day.
He
so
does do.
He's very busy.
He's a busy guy.
So yeah, so it's called Meet the Wrestle Buddies at 11 a.m., 4 o'clock UK time for you, Cy. And Cy, also let us know if you're coming on or not.
Yes.
Don't Dugan us because I know you're not swimming out there in the UK.
Exactly.
You don't get
What?
hurricanes in the UK.
No,
You just don't.
they just have. Never mind.
I don't know if they have tornadoes in the UK.
No.
They have a lot of ghosts. I know that.
All right. So yeah, Wrestle Buddies Twitter
They
and
do.
Facebook is all it's going to stream through. I'll ask if I can stream it through the RSH page. They're probably going to say no. But
Oh, fuck that. I'm going to stream it anyway.
well, it's their StreamYard,
I don't care.
so like I don't have control over it. So
Oh, I see, I
can't-
see.
They have their own.
But we could share it through RSH.
Well, I will be sharing it on my personal page on the RSH.
I'll show
I will
you.
be sharing it in all the groups I normally. It'll be on RSH's page, probably their Facebook pages. So
Mhm.
guys, check that out.
Be
It's
very
11 a.m. on a
exclusive.
Saturday. You don't got to watch live, but if you want to ask me shit and you want me to be even more brutally honest, I am
Oh
here.
God, yeah.
You be drinking?
Look, I respect. I'm gonna be in the safe concourse of my house. It's from 11 to noon.
I'll be drinking.
Michigan plays at 12.
Oh, I got me drinking.
And I have nothing really to do until start practice on Sunday. So
So you be drinking.
yeah, probably.
Football's a perfect
That might be a
excuse.
Four Loco
No,
interview.
I want to do Four Locos.
Dude, sour grape Four Locos are amazing.
I mean, I feel like
Look,
How-
I think of it this way:
what's the alcohol content in those bad boys?
14%.
Well, that's
So I'm
that's
saying, like, do I
more than
drink a
beer.
6-pack for like
Yeah.
$12 because everything's went up, right?
I mean, this
Or
is
do
like
I get a
four something.
$2.62 Four Loco and just drink one of them and feel like it did off $6? Like,
I mean, I like to drink bourbon a lot. But I'm not drinking bourbon at 11 a.m. because the alcohol's so high. This is only like 4.5%.
I'll eat breakfast first.
All right, cool.
I'll drink a Bud Light, then the Four Loco. Bud Light counts as breakfast.
Yeah,
There's wheat in it.
Yeah, it's got wheat.
Wheat.
It's got yeast. It's good.
I don't tell Dad any some of his beer.
Problem.
dad worked at a beer plant for a couple months, and they just kept giving. He don't drink.
Was it the Coors Miller?
They
Yeah,
gave
so
him
he
free
has,
beer
like,
each month.
Beer, he's like,
Yep.
beer everywhere.
Dude, when I was in college, my buddy interned there, and he didn't like Miller or Coors, but he worked there for some reason. But my roommate and I loved beer. Didn't care what brand it was back then. Now I do, but back then I didn't care. And he brought us a 30-pack of fucking Coors Light every
Wow.
week, and we just drink the shit out of it.
That is cool.
Good times.
This is our wing it episode, so future guests don't cancel because this is what you get.
Mm-hmm.
But I was thoroughly entertained by myself.
That's all that matters. I entertain myself
It's
every
a
night.
fun episode. We got to talk about Paige,
That's what we do.
Pornhub, and anal. Like, this is a great episode. Oh, we talked about wrestling as well.
And rape. Remember?
Yeah, you also brought that up. You did.
So many changes.
Yeah.
Anyway,
So don't flag us, YouTube.
it's only words.
Look, if all my Josh's junk videos got flagged, there's no. How did we survive? None of ours. We've got 58 of these on YouTube right now. We have 0 flags.
I feel like we didn't even cuss a whole lot.
We don't steal the music. I think they care more about copyright.
It's all about
shit.
copyright.
That's what
Remember
they
when I
care
did
about.
Josh's junk? I'd play like Bohemian Rhapsody in the back. I didn't give a fuck.
It's all about
But,
copyrights.
yeah, we aren't copyrighting nothing.
No.
Don't
we're not.
copyright, bro.
And so next week, Michael Myers.
Do, 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 do.
I don't really care about this argument at all.
You're
So
rude.
No, I care.
but I'll be here.
I care passionately,
Um,
and I will destroy
Yeah.
whoever gets in my way.
keep your calendars. We're pretty much like a month away from our Halloween episode. I think.
Yeah, we
it's
are.
The 28th, 20, yeah, because Halloween's on a Monday, so the 28th,
Yep.
29th, 30th. Yeah,
Month
so
away.
it's literally a month. 20. Yeah, it's like 32 days away.
But 2 weeks from tomorrow, Halloween ends.
But I think.
See what I did there?
See what I did there, yeah.
But I think what we need to do is take WWE superstars and figure out who they would be as a horror villain.
I like that.
Like
I
who
like
would be
that.
Michael? Would be
Kane.
somebody very overrated. So
Well,
probably like Moxley.
Kane was already in a horror movie called
He
See
was.
No Evil.
It was
And he actually copied his Kane gimmick after Michael
Bray
Myers.
would be Jigsaw.
Like, do you know how like he sits
Bray
up?
would be Jigs.
Bray would be Jigsaw.
Oh, for sure.
because
Yeah,
he
for
plays
sure.
fucking games. All he does.
Yep.
I agree with that life.
Omos would be.
Oh,
we'll do
Jason
Halloween.
Voorhees.
See, this is gonna
We
be
go.
fun.
Yeah,
That'd be fun.
It'll be fun.
Who's scared of getting wet? Not Paige. All right.
Oh, God.
Hope you all enjoyed the show. If not, that's on you. It's been like an hour and a half. That's a lot of
That's your
nonsense.
I
problem.
want to tweet at Paige and ask her to come on.
Oh, for God's
Oh,
sake.
she's
How
coming.
about-
Anyway, and until next time, friends. That's all we have. We'll be back next week, Wednesday night, 6 p.m., 6:30 Eastern Standard
One
Time.
of them.
I'm also confused. All right. Continue to fear regularly scheduled